led Ohio State Columbus 10-0 when they were still unbeaten. Buckeyes ran away from there, and that was the start of the streak. They haven't experienced victory back in September. Talking Lincoln, you've really got two things that were the headlines this week. Now, number one, Heinrich Haarberg, the quarterback who's about to make his 8th start, is he really the future here for this team? And number two, can they get this victory that would send them back into bowl eligibility for the first time in 6 years?
Welcome in, everybody. What's going on? Welcome into Big Red Rant. Big game today. Got a good game for y'all. Got a damn good game.
Young players are going to make mistakes.
Gary is currently humping one of those fake deer that you set up to allure a mate. A fake doe in God knows where part of Nebraska, but we wish him well. We truly do. Hope you guys got Peacock. If not, we're here for you. Go ahead and unmute Gary there. Whenever he's ready to talk, he can talk, but I don't know what he's doing.
So far in the Big Ten. Another sellout crowd here in Lincoln.
Let me know if the audio is okay, guys. We'll get to the chat here in a second. I'll say what's up to everybody, but here is kickoff. Going to be a touchback.
Tungo Vailoa is the quarterback here for his 37th career start.
His head coach
Mike Loxley told us during the week, if you've got a quarterback,
screen.
You've got a chance. Just so happened, his is Maryland's all-time leading passer and also leads the Big Ten in passing yards. Kyle, I can't wait to see how much he can avoid this Nebraska defense. They are going to come after him early and often. And how much of a help can he get from his running?
Tell me that this stupid-ass... Oh, thank you. Good. This Peacock overlay is annoying, man. What up, Aeon? Man, I barely just woke up, I'll tell you that. Handoff, up the gut, stopped for about a yard and a half. What's going on, Privet? What up, Gavin? Aeon, Steve Campbell, living in Omaha. Zaga, Mark Hub, Snaky, YT, and Donald Clark, man. What's going on, everybody? Help us out. Hit that like button if you haven't hit it already. All right, let's try to get this stream growing. Fake handoff, Tagovailoa out to the corner, another couple yards only.
The team that has passed the ball more than any other in the Big Ten starts out with 2 consecutive runs, couple of short gains.
Here we go.
They understand that they can't just live on shot play after shot play, whether it's some efficient plays in the run game.
Third down, baby.
Other opportunities to get the ball out of Talia's hand. This is exactly where they want to be, 3rd and medium.
Tungo Vailoa has taken 6 sacks in each of the last 2 games.
Nobody behind center with him. Going to throw over the middle, caught, and that's going to be a first down. This team's offense, guys, their offense is good enough to be a real problem for the Huskers. I'll tell you that.
His perspective from the tight end position, like you said, a guy part receiver, part tight end. He's a tight end. This is the new age of tight ends that we're seeing. All
he looked like a running back, not a tight end or a wide receiver. Handoff, a little bit of a stretch, stopped. Gets 2 yards more than likely. I'd say about 2. Again, they're making a habit of that. Gavin says we're going to win this game. We're going to go bowling since 2016. And then says, oh no, they're moving the ball.
First possession of the game here for Maryland. Empty backfield for Tagovailoa.
I'm trying to fix that, Gary. And another first down for Maryland. Goody, goody.
That one gets 9.
Yeah, that's an excellent job there.
There we go, Gary.
Just finding the soft dot in the
You're muted, but you should be.
Down, giving your quarterback
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yep. After you catch the football for the first down.
I don't know what happened.
What is Tagovailoa looking at here in this 3-3-5?
He's looking at a lot, and that's the best
As soon as
part
these
about the
guys leave,
3-3-5.
I'll get to where I can watch the game. It's loud.
You see
Yeah.
here that you got defensive linemen. There's only 3 of them, but they can line up anywhere on the front.
Fake handoff for the play action. Thrown out to the edge. Out of bounds.
He'll have to wait for his first catch.
2nd and 10.
We talked to Tony White, the defensive coordinator for Nebraska, and he said, well, the best thing about the 3-3-5 tomorrow, we're going against a team that wants to throw and throw and throw. We automatically have 5 defensive backs on the field.
3-3-5 gives you so much flexibility having those 5 DBs on the field, but when one of those DBs is
dang, I like Matt Rule's Husker hoodie. Gotta find that. I gotta get that from Husker Hounds.
To be able to defend the pass.
Good balance so far, exactly 50-50.
2nd and
They just throwing
10.
it on us.
They're trying to run it too a little bit. Shockingly, a nice tipped pass, I believe, by Butler, and it goes off the receiver. He can't handle it. 3rd and 10. Just what we need.
So if you're not going to get home, you abort the rush, get your hand up in the air and deflect it. Maryland had a great screen set up there. If he doesn't deflect that ball, it's an explosive pass game.
Here we go.
Oh,
it's going to be offsides on the Huskers. This is a free play. Son of a bitch!
That'll be right at the sticks. Antoine Littleton, tailback, was split out wide. There is a penalty marker down. Came out right at the snap. Would be a gain of 10.
Is a gain of 10. So annoying, man.
Results of the play, first down.
But at least the play was enough to make them decline it, and it's not really going to hurt, but still.
The pass for Tagovailoa, his 3rd on this drive.
Can't be giving them free plays, Williams.
Offsides.
I like that kid, though. He's been pretty good so far.
Free play, you'll see a shot downfield, but he just had Littleton so wide open.
5 wide. Sorry, 4 wide.
To make Tagovailoa uncomfortable today. He's been wide
right over the middle, short. 8-yard gain, just like that.
31 between the hashes. Preston Howard, his first catch. The freshman tight end, he picks up 8. And they have been patient and methodical this so far, just like Mike Loxley told us on Wednesday he needs them to be.
And I love what I'm seeing so far. We talk about, and we'll see so much of Corey Dyches here today, but the other
Patriot says blitz, blitz, blitz. Yeah, I want to keep an eye on how much pressure we're bringing here. We'll bring a little bit. Get him in the backfield, baby. That looks like it's back to about 3rd and 8, maybe 3rd and 9.
And this time comes up with a tackle for
nice.
Octavian Smith. Loss of 6 to bring up a 3rd down and 8.
Well, just as you talked about, they're being
Gary, how blurry is that screen in Discord?
I'm still trying to get everything set up here.
Oh, okay.
With the end around there, a little bit of trickeration, mishandling of the football, and they lose 6 yards.
11th play of this drive brings up 3rd down and 8. 3 wideouts to the right of Tagovailoa.
Shotgun, 1 in the backfield, 4 wide.
Gotta hurry. Down to 3-2.
So Williams is really starting now. There's no way they got that off in time. That's insane. And a great defended play by my guy Tommy Hill. Let's go.
Makes that play on 3rd down.
They might be going for it though because of the field position.
3rd and 8. He's sitting right at the sticks. He knows the exact down and distance. He's not full.
He might have got in there a little early.
A great break on the ball.
But I'll take her. And they're set up to punt. I don't see why they wouldn't fake it at this point. All right, they kick it. And Billy Kemp going to do what we did last week, but this time it was very warranted. I mean, he had nowhere to run, so that was a legitimate fair catch. You know what I'm saying? Gavin, how you feeling? I feel pretty good after that first drive, not going to lie. Great defense, no big mishaps. It was like bend but don't break style defense. They gave up a little bit, but nothing big, nothing wide open, nothing crazy. A couple of good defensive plays. Huskers look like so far so good. I take it you didn't get a chance to see any of that?
I went downstairs. I muted myself because it's so loud, but what they're watching, it was a ways behind. Now I can't even get into Discord. That's where you got the stream.
Mm-hmm.
Some bullshit, man. real shit show, if you will.
One of these days, man, you're just going to have to be old like me and don't go anywhere and don't do anything.
Well,
I feel like that's what life's all about, staying home, but you haven't really
American
figured
dream,
that out
right?
yet. Yeah. Gavin said he's feeling good about the stop. Yeah. We'll see what happens here on offense. 3 points would be incredible. I mean, we could do better, but we're pretty far back. Where are we starting at? On the Nebraska 10. So, how do you feel about taking that fair catch at the 10, Gary? Is that...
Where was he standing? Was he standing at the 10?
Yeah. And he was swarmed. He was really swarmed. I mean, there was people all around.
Yeah, that's
him.
fine.
Okay.
My big issue last week was inside the 10, and the punts weren't like dropping from a lot of hang time where there's guys around. You know what I mean? Like when you've got a lower trajectory, the ball's coming in. Like let that shit go and bounce in. You know what's the difference if you take it at the 2 or 3 if they down it compared to the 8? But like that, if he's swarmed and it's gonna just drop in around the 10, they're gonna stop it there anyways. Like, yeah, just fair catch it. Don't
Heinrich Harburg
give him a
starts
chance
for
to
the
put you
8th
back anymore.
consecutive
But
time
I don't know. Like I said, I didn't see it, so.
He's an interesting study because on one side,
Harburg out on the field here
for the number 1 rush team in the Big Ten. He's also a big part of the reason that the passing game and turnovers have been such a liability for the Cornhuskers.
Yeah, and this Huskers offense knows
10-yard line exactly. Under center. Nope. Going back in shotgun. We got Emmett starting out here again.
Is a big part why they have.
Looks like Coleman on the bottom of your screen.
They go right to the air.
Gonna have to step up and grab 2 yards.
After a gain of 2. Tackle made by Jay
Sean. Know that anybody was open. I don't even know if that was a draw play, but it ended up playing out like a draw play.
Run game, and Emmett Johnson's the guy that we'll see back there carrying the ball a lot. Thomas Fedoni, guy that's been injured early in his career but playing really, really good football. And on the other side, Bo Braid and Ruben Hippolyte are going to be asked a lot of
shotgun,
to stop this
3
run.
wide. Emmett in the backfield, more of a pistol look, honestly. Now they're going to go in more of a traditional shotgun. 2nd and 8. The snap, handoff, Emmett going to get that first down and a couple more, maybe 3 more. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, I agree, Gavin. Pound the ball. Pound that thing in there.
From Emmett Johnson on tape, that's a great cut there. See Nate Borkacher on the backside there, sealing the edge. Emmett Johnson makes an incredible cut for a first down.
First time in his young career.
73 watching now. Welcome in anybody just joining. Shotgun.
Maryland wants to pass while Nebraska.
Emmett in motion in the backfield. Going to throw a flare out to him. Going to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Essentially a run play, but a pass nonetheless. Patriot says option more. I would love to see some option. Triple option.
Either team makes it a secret. Maryland's going to
go up the gut.
We're like a basketball team. We just need
then
more
hit
shots,
the edge.
More shots.
Maybe pitch it. I don't know. That might be too much to ask. 4 wide. Got Bullock and Fedoni on the bottom. So 3 wide and a tight end.
Was also responsible for all 3 of the Husker turnovers.
Kemp is playing. Oh, boy! If Emmett could have one-handed that, it would have been amazing, but there is a flag on the play.
Just as that pass fell incomplete.
Probably a hold.
They're trying to get Johnson the ball. Sean Barham was in to make that.
Living in Omaha says, Gary, did this team work on returning punts this week?
Said what? Sorry, I was reading this down.
Do you know if the team worked on returning punts this week?
I don't know, man. Like it seemed like.
Of course they want to run.
Did you hear anything about it? I felt like even when Rule was asked about it,
like, kind of skirted over it.
Yeah, or like that's what they were wanting him to do. It's like that makes no sense. Like if they think that that's the right thing to do, I'm guessing they didn't work on anything.
think that's why you're seeing
wanted him to go out there and fair
Right.
catch everything at the
Plays
four.
Well,
Then
if
it's
Billy-
like,
screens and the swing
Hold on, here we go.
So they don't have to
Snap.
rely so heavily on the run game to stay.
He's looking downfield. He's throwing downfield. Did you fucking see that, bro?
Playing center field, just
No,
hold that
I'm
one
still
in
trying
there
to
as it
get-
got to the 47.
some kind
Let me
of
paint you a little picture here.
anything here to
Snaps
follow
it.
along.
Throws the ball to goddamn no one except for a Maryland safety. He basically threw it directly, lobbed it up like his life depended on throwing an interception. So he threw a perfect interception directly to the safety, soft and buttery.
10-yard penalty for the previous.
Lucky that was a hold, bro. I'm oh my god, get Purdy warmed up, dude. This is insane. I don't even want to hear an explanation from Harburg on what the fuck that was, dude.
Especially on the first drive.
Dude, fuck that. It is too early to be this angry.
Best rushing attack in the Big Ten, averaging 186 yards per game. Harburg for the first time under center in a classic old I formation here in Lincoln. Saw that a lot in the 70s and 80s.
Now we're under center. Harburg trying to figure out a way that he can turn the ball over again. Option, nice pitch to Emmett, and we get a nice 3 yards out of it. Great pitch. Great pitch.
What's the down and distance now?
Looks like 2nd and 7.
Has there been any Grant at all? Has it all been Johnson?
What's that? All Johnson. All Johnson.
All Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
All Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
Johnson continuing a trend for Matt Rule, and that's getting the most carries of all the tailbacks. Also expect Anthony Grant, who Lewis talked about a couple moments ago, and Joshua Fleeks.
Hand off, up the gut. Emmett stopped for less than a yard. I guess they're calling it 2nd and 6. So now 3rd and 6 probably.
Easily their strongest stat is rush defense.
Yeah, I mean, you watch these linebackers, Ruben Hippolyte.
Aeon says, I'm tired of this guy, talk about Satterfield, calling far too many pass plays when we suck at it. That was like the second pass play, and it's not his fault that, I mean, I'm not super happy with him either, but it's not his fault that, like, he just threw it directly to the defense. Pressure, here's a nice pass to Alex Bullock. It literally hits him in his shoulder pad, and he can't hold on to it. Oh my God.
Henrik Heiberg got exactly what he was looking for there. He gets man coverage, run the stick tight end there, and then the inside fade.
Unreal, man.
Receiver Alex Bullock, and he gave him a great shot.
I just saw the play you just talked about.
Something to create some momentum here early.
That's how far behind this shit is.
That's crazy.
They fail on 3rd and medium. Fake punt, and they're gonna get it.
Wow, fake punt to Bork Daddy.
To the 49-yard
Fake punt.
Matt Rule told us yesterday we need to steal a possession or two on special teams, and they do it early.
As soon as he told
Ballsy,
us
bro.
in the meeting,
I didn't see that coming, man. I did not see that coming.
Some sort of gadget. They do a great job here snapping the football
Wow, straight to Bork.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. What do you think about that play call, man?
I just talked about
I like it. You're going to have to if you can't get nothing going. Offense.
See if the offense can take advantage. Great call, excellent execution by the special teams.
Shotgun again because we don't have any other packages.
Anthony Grant is the tailback.
Hand off to Grant.
Yeah.
Gonna grab 3 yards. Plunge right through the line.
Inside of Maryland territory after a gain of 2.
And yesterday when Matt Rule was telling us that he had to steal a possession on special teams.
Golf Pro Joe says, best offensive play we have. Yeah, let's just do a line up and do a fake punt every time. It's better than Harburg throwing. Although that throw to Alex Bullock was really good. That's just Bullock having next to no talent.
Here comes a safety blitz. They pick it up.
Pass over the middle. Intercepted right over the top of whoever the hell that was. Pull him out, bro. Get him out of the game. Get him
Is it
out
another?
of the goddamn
Is it another
game.
like directly to the defense? You see it?
So he
I'm about
had
to watch it now. They ain't even snapped yet.
you'll see. Sorry, dude. I hate to
No, you're good, dude. I'm
ruin that for
Yeah,
you.
you just way overthrew him. I saw it. No, don't worry about it. My shit's so in and out.
Get him out, dude. Get him out of the game. Get him out. Riz zipped. Am I behind you, or is just Gary behind you?
What's that? What'd you say?
I was asking him if because he said, oh shit, you guys are way behind. Is Gary the one behind, or am I behind too? I'm done with Harburg today, bro.
Way behind.
I'm done with Harburg. Just stop it. Just make it stop. Make it stop.
They have to, by this point, like before this game, like there's no excuse now that, well, Purdy hasn't had snap, what do you call it? Practice reps as a starter or as the backup. We're like, no, dude. You
I don't give a fuck.
Drove the Sims thing a while back, saw that wasn't going to work. The last 2 weeks, Chuba should have been taking all your backup snaps. And at this point, you got lucky the one got called back. You get a trick play or a fake play that goes your way, and he goes right back out to hand the ball over. It's like, no, dude, I don't give a shit if you got to pull a guy that isn't even listed as a quarterback.
I'm serious, bro. Like
you got no shot with this dude.
I'm absolutely no shot, dude. He's just gonna keep turning it over. He's got the yips. I really feel like all the criticism, like, because this was the first week that I think people really started calling for his job. And I think it's affecting
collectively,
him.
Yeah. I know people have been kind of murmuring shit for a while, but
yeah,
even if if Rule or Satterfield, whoever's making the call, I mean, obviously Rule's the end all be all, but it's like if their head's that far up his ass and they're that adamant, nope, that's our guy. Okay, now you're only running. I don't care. You're gonna go old school Navy, Air Force, Army, whatever type shit, and it's like all you're doing. There's no pass plays getting called the rest of the day.
Bro, there's no reason I should want to see Jeff Sims. There's just no reason, man. But this is like going from dating a crackhead to dating a crackhead that also steals from your wallet. It's like, well, then just give me the crackhead that I can't rely on. At least my wallet won't get robbed. Shit is unreal, dude.
It's easy to guide.
Can't even have a passing game because 80% of the time it's going to get intercepted. Gavin says he wants Chuba. I want Chuba too.
They just saw, although they are unfortunately used to it, another turnover. They've turned over more than any team in the nation. Mike Loxley told us during the week, hey, my offense needs...
Living in Omaha says at this point, I say just snap it to Emmett.
62 plays last week against Penn State. They need 80.
You got to be, at this point, you got to be willing to just open every
under pressure.
run play you have.
A little screenplay blown up in the backfield, loss of a yard. Could have been more. Great defense. The defense understands the assignment today. Your quarterback has decided to go full simple jack.
More shots, more possessions. It's something here, as you talked about.
If you know, you know.
Very important for them to get back to it this week.
Somebody said, now I know why we're on Peacock. 4 down linemen. We're going to bring 5 people total. Good defense. Great defense, actually, by Omar Brown. Great break on the ball.
3 years as an FCS All-American in Northern Iowa. First time here in the backfield for Nebraska, and once again,
don't show Harburg. I don't want to see him. Don't talk to him, coach. You need to be getting Purdy ready. Why is Purdy not warming up?
Couldn't convert on 3rd down and 8 to end the last drive.
And here you see at 3rd and 11, in order to be successful.
Shotgun 3rd and 11. They got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 wide. One of them is a tight end. They got 1 in the backfield. Huskers do not bring pressure. Only 4. Wide open throw over the middle. And they're in scoring range, folks. Courtesy of Heinrich Harburg.
But a pretty connection here for the Terps.
Just a great throw and catch, a timing throw.
a.k.a. White Jamal Lord.
Tagovailoa got that off just before the play clock went 0, and I mean just. Got 4 officials talking about it right now.
Bruce, I mean, the only reason Sims ain't playing yet is because he's equally bad, if not worse, than Harburg. I'm just calling for. I'm calling for Purdy, man. I don't care.
And it's interesting there. If the
I don't care.
Throws the flag for delay,
it is what it is. You can't put a quarterback with the yips out there. Every time he throws the ball, it goes directly to the wrong team.
If he threw the flag for the delay game,
and he leads the country in fumbles. What are we doing? What are we fucking doing? Let's throw Rex Grossman out there at age 50. It's the same shit. You were saying?
If they refuse to go to even look at Purdy, like just put Sims back out there.
I'll do it. I'll take it. I could use a laugh.
I mean, you have more options with him just because of his quick. Like teams have figured out they drop a safety and spy on Harburg, and they know you don't even have to go man to man because half the time he's not going to hit the guy. But if
3rd and 16, they did call they did call that. They decided to let that flag stand. I thought they said no penalty. What the hell? All right. He's trying so hard to get the Huskers to go offsides. He drops back. Pretty good timing there. What a fucking catch by Maryland. Wow, Prather.
Don't worry about it. Prather dives to sell out and bring that one in.
First down.
Move the chains to pick up 17.
There might not be a lot of play calls for 3rd and long, but that's what you need on 3rd and long is a guy like Caden Prather just going up and making a great play.
And on 1st and 10, the first
we stop him here at line of scrimmage. What's going on? Anybody just join in? 94 watching. Guys, please help us out. Look and see if you've hit that like button yet. If you've forgotten to, no biggie, but just hit that thing. Trying to grow the stream a little bit. So we can all watch this train wreck together.
We're taking a look to see, I believe, if he caught that ball.
Oh, he caught it.
They'll take a look. We'll take a break and be right back.
Oh my gosh, dude. Golf Pro Joe says, if Purdy goes in, the season is over. Let me ask you something, Golf Pro Joe. Do you think it's impossible? And it might be impossible. But do you think it's impossible that Purdy got any better than he was? I would, honest to God, take last year's version of Purdy over what I'm getting from Harburg the last few weeks. What do you think, Gary?
You would take say the last part again.
Would you take last year's version of Purdy? Let's say he's gotten no better. Would you take him over Harburg? Because I would. And
Absolutely.
I imagine he's gotten better. Okay, you would.
Like I said, dude, I wasn't saying like hyperbole or trying to like shock value or something. I would take a skill player who's not seen the field and go put him in at quarterback and just call 4 more pass plays the rest of this game. Everything would be a run, and those pass plays would be little dump offs to Fedoni or the running back out of the backfield.
This is Jeff Sims' chance to be a hero, man. His chance to come back in and rewrite his history. What year's Sims? Junior, right?
I mean, he's one of those 4 or 5 year, junior. He'll have 1 more year eligibility after this, but
Zaga, I don't want Sims. It's basically like someone saying,
no,
I'm gonna kill you. Would you rather I drag this out or put a bullet in your brain? Put a bullet in my brain. That's what I mean when I'm saying I'd rather have Jeff Sims. Joe, I would rather see, what's that other guy who showed up late to the quarterback room? Remember? He's like our 4th string. Supposed to have some upside.
I'm not sure. They showed up late.
Yeah, late to camp. And that's absolutely a catch.
Yes, that is a catch.
Joe Montana?
Yeah, Joe Montana. Throw him in there.
Throw him in. I said Joe Montana.
Put Nash Hutmacher out there.
And the passing game has them on their second possession inside of Nebraska territory for the second time today.
1st and 10.
Yet to touch the ball is the tailback just behind Tungle.
So that review lost us that down.
Little play fake to him on the move. Complete.
Play action.
They're going to grab about 5 yards here, maybe 6, probably 5.
Maryland offense so far, nice job of working.
That was a good play call, man, because the defense was actually on them. They still got 5.
And earlier I talked about the ability to be in what we call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends. You got 1 back, 2
It's crazy how
receivers.
easy it is to move the ball when your quarterback
allows
can
you
make
to do
basic
both.
throws.
And you
Oh,
see
yeah.
play action,
Decisions.
getting Talia out of
And there's
the pocket,
actual fear of him being
easy
able to throw it
completion,
downfield.
and a big play on 1st down.
Tagovailoa off to a nice start. 7 out of the
Handoff. Nice. Stopped in the backfield.
Continues to be
Let's
strong.
go.
Another
Big boy
tackle for
Robinson.
Walker, averaging 11 between sacks and TFLs in this 4-game run where they've won 3 out of 4.
Big.
And that's their second here today already.
Well, one thing that Tony White talked to us when he got here this offseason, you have big number 0 Nash Hutmacher in there. You have number 9 Ty Robinson, big run stuffing.
Good job by Buford keeping it contained, keeping it inside.
Becoming more explosive, being able to move.
Play
Wrap up, there
blown
you go.
dead. Was it blown dead?
Oh, was it?
I heard whistles. I hear people.
There's a penalty marker on the 35-yard line on the far side.
I hear people.
Number 70. Offense.
False start. Can we decline it?
Still 3rd down.
No.
I know. I'm just.
no, you can't.
No, I didn't. It puts the Huskers in the hole.
You see the sack on Talia. And he has another shot here now on 3rd down and long.
Shotgun. We got 5 wide.
Long look to his sideline.
3rd and 14.
Offensive coordinator.
Please cause an incompletion here.
5.
Please. Snapped. We got pressure. It's a screen. He's
blown up.
eaten up.
Husker defense steps up on 3rd down. Only a gain
Perfect
of 2.
defensive play call.
Yep.
Hit 5-6 on the line, drop 2 back, and let that saddle.
I'll tell you what we did.
Well, I
And you're
learned
right.
that.
That
I
is
just
what
read
we
your
did.
text. I just read your text and explaining what happened to me.
Throwing the ball downfield to Caden Prather. They come back there, 3rd and long again, and try to hit a screen, creating a catch.
4th and 12.
opportunity. Excellent job by the Nebraska defense, stiffing it out, stopping it short.
Now Nebraska sees them go for it here now. Maryland on 4th down and 12.
They're going for it, baby. 4th and 12.
So maybe discouraging them from attempting a field goal.
Maybe they just ain't no way. Play clock.
Delay of game.
Ooh, all right, they are punting it. They're just going to try to get us off sides a little bit. Living in Omaha said, I would take the 6th grade version of Gary at quarterback at this point. 6th grade Gary was slinging it.
Last week, roughing the punter against Penn State, so Brendan Segovia out to punt for the 2nd time, which will be the 2nd of this season.
Dude, Huskers are lucky at 0-0, man.
He received punts last week, but didn't play receiver because of a knee injury.
Kicks away.
Offense today as well. He won't get a shot here. That one
And yeah, it bounces down at the 5.
Well done by Brendan Segovia.
I like Kemp getting out of there and trying to let it bounce.
Yeah, it's like fine. Yeah, exactly.
And it did take a Husker bounce. It was
going
going to go our direction if they weren't there to catch it. What do you think they're going to do at quarterback? You think they're just going to trot Harburger right back out there and act like nothing ever happened?
Oh, I'm sure.
God,
I'm
dude.
sure.
It's like, I love Matt Rule to
There's a
death,
frustrating-
but
Yeah, but there's a frustrating consistency with him where whether it's just his style or he wants to really show the individual players, like I'm not giving up, I'm still riding with you or whatever, and just does it too long. But it's like, how long are we doing this for? How long are we gonna shoot ourselves in the foot before you finally realize, all right, dude, we've got to see what our third guy can do, because obviously the first two have flashes of talent, but we just can't. It's one thing if you've got a quarterback that can't win you games. You can't keep rolling out quarterbacks that are going to lose you games. That's the most critical position on the field. You can't be the most inconsistent player on
now,
the team.
Anthony Grant, you're done.
Yeah,
You're lucky to get a yard here or there, a carry here or there.
2 or 3 fumbles on the year, and you can easily be. You're still the leading running back from the team. Don't care.
I'm going to make a point to everybody. Now, quarterback,
sit your ass on the bench.
Feel free to throw it away every time you throw it. Like, this heel turn on Harburg is crazy, bro. But it's done. Like, I'll say this about Harburg. Next season, beginning of next season, sure. I want to see what he's got next season. He's proven some things to me this year that's like, yeah, I like this kid. He's got something. He doesn't have it all, though. Yeah,
I mean,
I'd be willing to give him a look next year. Let him compete for the game for the position next year. But for right now, dude, you got to turn to Purdy.
I think when you look at this team as a whole, the defense, what the rest of the offense is doing, the offensive line, running game, you have to go big checkbook in the offseason and try to find whoever the best guy you can get out of the board.
Does Johnny Football have any eligibility left?
Probably. I mean, you get him a couple keys of Coke and
couple keys here or there.
40s. He'll be on. He'll be doing the money sign.
Hey, Lewis, thank you. And we keep an eye out to see if Jeff.
And here's Harburg on the goal line. Handoff. Grant sheds one tackle, grabs maybe 2 yards.
First down gets him out to the 8-yard line.
I thought he was going to lose about a half a yard.
Matt Rule is handling Harburg as quarterback. As you can see, he's been the biggest reason they've turned the ball over.
Bruce says Purdy not going to play. Rule loves this kid.
He said, "This is a kid who's."
Look at that. Anthony Grant, 2 fumbles, cannot get out of the doghouse. Look at the total turnovers on the quarterbacks. But no, Chubba, you just stay sitting.
Stay back.
Stand by.
Hey, Chubba, stand by and stand down.
Stand back and stand by.
As well. Welcome to the Big Ten West, Kyle. I should say welcome back to the Big Ten West. We are scoreless after the first quarter.
Just disgusting, bro. I'm disgusted with this offense. I mean, it's one thing to be bad, which we are, right? We're a bad offense. I feel like it's a whole nother thing to be, like I was saying, a Rex Grossman, Jay Cutler style turnover machine.
You make bad or mediocre defenses look lights out. I mean, you go back, they just showed that graphic of the turnovers collectively. You take the 2 quarterbacks. How many of those were actually forced turnovers? Like somebody comes in and rips it, or a guy jumps a route.
Yeah, just an amazing defensive interception. Yeah.
Exactly. Most of them are drop snaps, throws directly to a defender, or airmailed over a wide open receiver that a DB who's not even in the play. Now all of a sudden you make him in the play because you've thrown such a bad ball. And that's just turnovers. We're not even talking about missing guys that are open or hitting guys in stride so that they can turn plays long. Like, how many Tommy Hill touchdowns would we have on the year? Either one of them could lead him when they were using him.
Randy says Sims is better than HH. I disagree with that because from what we've seen so far, Sims won't even wait to snap a shotgun snap until the guy in motion finishes going past the center's, snap. And he can't hand the ball off without fumbling it. However, it's so bad with Harburg, I'm willing to give Sims another shot. Like, all right, man, go out there and fumble it real quick so I can, go to the third string and just expect the worst. I mean, it's that bad. I don't know what we're
from a
gonna do,
passing
man.
perspective. I feel like comparing them to is which tastes worse, dog shit or cat shit.
Ugh.
You know what I mean? And it's like
Yeah.
from a running standpoint, like we've talked about it a lot. I feel like Sims is more explosive, a little shiftier, gets to that top speed quicker. I think at top speed, Heinrich's faster. When he first came in, he was better decision wise. Tuck it and
Way
go.
crisper, bro.
Yeah. And now it's just like, I think both of them, there's so much going on between the ears that it's just not going to be just a few more reps and he'll get it figured out. No, man, you need an Alex Rodriguez sports psychiatrist or whatever to move in with these guys and
his first year has them at 5-4. 1 win away from bowl eligibility.
figure out something, man. This is insane.
It's incredible when you look at what Matt Rule has been able to do.
Yeah, Satterfield takes a lot of heat for passing, and I'm at the point where it's like, your quarterbacks can't do it. I understand you can't be one-dimensional, and you've got to do things to make the defense respect things, but
ooh, we're under center. Holy shit, we're under center. Handoff, and holy shit, we grabbed 13, 14 yards.
Who is that? That Grant?
That's Emmett. That's Emmett.
Oh, shit. That was a big boy run. But even the pass plays that Satterfield's dialing up, they're not where you need Brady or Manning to break down a defense
second interception, that second interception, the receiver was open underneath. He had a guy behind him and another guy behind him.
Yeah.
Puts his foot in the ground. Explosiveness to get to the first down.
It's like you just have to protect this team from him. Here he is, dropping back, gonna throw it over the middle. Popped up. I mean, that's the receiver's fault. Pops out of his hands and almost intercepted.
Better than that, Malachi Coleman, highly talented true freshman, couldn't bring it in to bring up 2nd and 10.
That can't feel good.
It was interesting yesterday when we were talking to Marcus Satterfield.
Let's see.
One of the things that he said about Henry.
Well thrown, slightly behind him, but that's going to happen.
That's Malachi. That's all Malachi.
Yeah, that's on Malachi.
He's probably shocked the ball hit him in his hands, honestly.
Right?
As soon as he
Like,
saw
holy shit,
Harvard
it's
throw, he's
here.
probably looking at who he needed to tackle and not worrying about touching the ball.
Back in shotgun, 2nd and 10. 4 seconds on the I almost said shot clock. Handoff. Oh, Fleeks bounce. Good job, Fleeks.
I'm gonna try and move this setup downstairs, so if I get disconnected, I'll be right back on. But
all right, man.
See what happens.
Just text me if you get disconnected because I can't see it.
No, yeah, you're good. I will.
Now it's about getting back to 3rd and man.
Stuff their
Excellent
Fleeks.
jump cut there, gets you back. 3rd and 5 gives you the opportunity. We could see another run here. Team that just continues to run the football.
3rd and 5. Fleeks in the backfield again. They bring pressure. Harburg immediately goes into tunnel vision and tries to run and loses yards. I mean, oh boy.
I don't know that you want him trying to figure out a way to even think about throwing the ball away in that situation.
No, but I
push the ball downfield again on 3rd down.
I just feel like he used to. Well, he's holding his ankle and adjusting his helmet. I feel like he just isn't the scrambler he used to be. You know?
Yeah,
amongst
I
other
mean,
things.
I don't feel like there was much option of scrambling in that
Still from
situation.
inside his 40, finds a lane
Oh,
to the
that's
outside.
Great
flag?
defense.
Bottle him up. Thought he had a
Was that not a
Bottled
block
up
in the back?
exactly. I didn't see it.
From the left side, all the way around to the right, 42-yard punt. And a return of only 5. Limping on the sideline.
Uh-oh, Harburg's, well, he's at least going into the tent.
Into the tents. Back to Lincoln
Hope
right
he's
after
okay, but sure they're going to have somebody warming up just in case.
This will say a lot if they are. You see somebody throwing on the side. This is going to say a lot if you see Sims throwing and not Chuba.
Right. Scott says, can Fedoni block one time? I haven't noticed him being a bad blocker. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'll have to pay attention to that.
I agree
Bad,
with. Who'd you say
bad
said
blocker? Scott.
that? I mean, he can block, but there's been a lot of plays where it looks like the offensive line blew it, and when you look, it's like he's supposed to be sealing off on the edge, or he's missing blocks on the outside. I feel like our receivers are actually pretty good, especially them young guys. Like Malachi is a hell of a blocker.
I remember what
But
I was
when
going
you
to
get
say earlier.
Go ahead.
I know he got
Something
hurt.
I taught you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Always.
Mm.
I know he got hurt, but allowing Casey Thompson to walk was still a terrible decision by Matt Rule. His evaluation of Jeff Sims over Casey Thompson makes no sense.
No.
I know he got hurt, so in the end, it's like, but I'm just still saying the decision still shouldn't have been ruined. The decision was still botched. Because you don't know, maybe, and it's unlikely, but maybe he gets protected a little better at Nebraska and he doesn't sustain that injury. What would we look like with a competent Casey Thompson at the helm?
I think the biggest. So you've heard the stuff about Whipple saying to Harburg, like, don't even come to the quarterback meetings, and
Yes.
not traveling with the team, and he's not a quarterback. We were at that dinner Thursday, and Callahan was saying that he had seen the text from Harburg's dad or whatever that Whipple was sending about shit or whatever, but then there was like notes left from the Frost staff or the Joseph staff, whatever, for ruling those guys in. With Harburg, it's like, it says like not a quarterback, maybe a gadget guy or a tight end type or whatever. It's like when he came in for Sims, you're thinking like, what an idiot, or these guys came in and saw him and they're like, oh, he can do some things. I think there's so much emphasis on wanting a mobile quarterback.
Handoff.
Especially
3-yard gain. Go ahead.
Especially as fragile as Thompson seems to be. You lose that dynamic with him in the offense that Rule and Satterfield want to run. So it's kind of but at the same time, he's like infinitely a better passer than both of the quarterbacks that we have now.
Yeah.
So it's like, which one do you want to go without? Do you want a quarterback that can't throw and turns the ball over? Or do you want a quarterback that's maybe not as mobile as the two guys who turn the ball over all the time?
Man in motion, handoff, stopped in the backfield.
Oh,
Let's go!
Good,
Butler holds him up and Gifford knocks him down.
Butler's a dude, man.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, we talked about it before that this Husker defense is just so stout. You got the big fellas up in
Love it.
the interior of that defense.
They shouldn't be able to run on us, and we're doing a really good job of bottling that shit up.
The scheme plays a big part of it, but it's really just the physical.
3rd and 7. 3 down linemen. Let's see how many the Huskers bring. Last time it burned them when they did.
Just 3. Play dead.
Ball start. We'll take it.
Ball start, number 4, offense.
Maryland is trying to help give us this game, bro.
I mean, Maryland's kind of gone to this. This is kind of what they've been the last few weeks. I mean, you're seeing why they got beat by Northwestern and Illinois. You understand they're losing to Penn
They're
State
leaving the
and
door
Ohio
wide
State,
open
but-
for us.
Yeah.
And we're just like, nah, you think we want to walk through that thing? No. We'll stay out here on the stoop. In fact, we're going to backpedal out to the parking lot.
You can call at this situation in third down.
3rd and 12, snap, shotgun,
4.
flag, over the middle, short gain, but that could be another hold.
Hopefully it's on them. Climb them shits.
Illegal formation.
Ball start again. So the play didn't count?
Declined, baby.
How do you decline a false start? Was it illegal formation? Oh, okay, yeah. I can't hear it. Sorry, man. I just was looking at the ref signals.
They keep giving them chances. One of the things that Mike Loxley talked to us this week, we got to stop beating our Terps versus Terps way too much. And we're seeing that here early in the game with penalties and miscues.
It's offense averaging.
If they try a fake ration.
Hasn't sniffed the end zone yet. Punt is away from Segovia. Ethan
Nation going to get a chance to return here. Catches it.
There you
Grabs.
go.
4 yards, baby. I'll take it. Some positive progress. Did you hear Sipple breaking down? Here comes Sims.
Here we go.
Might be via injury, but this is going to be... Something's about to happen. Something is about to happen, okay? And there's a 97% chance it's a bad thing, but either way,
We'll hang on to that 3%.
Yeah. This is good. This could be scary, but maybe.
Could be life.
Yeah. Maybe Sims reclaims his dignity. This is crazy. Shadell says, does he have to yell Eagle Claw when he takes the field? Did you hear about that?
What's that? Eagle Claw?
Did you hear about that? They've got Anthony Grant yelling Eagle Claw as he runs out onto the field to remind himself.
I think they need to go Chuba at quarterback, Harburg and Sims in the wishbone.
Let them all three take turns.
No, I see who can get the most turnovers by the end of the... Yeah.
MWI said, Jesus, our QB situation. Is Purdy a complete dumbass? Must be. Purdy obviously has not helped himself in practice because... If Jeff Sims is getting, which I would imagine he would have gave Sims another chance. Zaga says Sims doesn't even want to play. That is a working theory.
That's what I was saying, man. Well, I don't agree that he don't want to play, but
I've heard
that's
that
what I was saying. Like, this is going to say a lot about Chuba or their evaluation of Chuba. If Harvard can't go, or they finally decide to make a switch, and he don't even get a look. Like, either the coaches are really dropping the ball and not prepping that dude, and they or there's some reason why they're doing it. Chuba looks that bad that you're just hell-bent on sticking with the two guys that are doing everything in their power to hand these games away.
Stephen Young said, put all 3 QBs in at the same time and call it the Three Stooges package.
Heritage of college football.
That sounds about right.
Right.
Standout athletes and their incredible family legacies.
And then they snap the ball, and Sims goes, yeah. And then Harburg goes, I oughta.
He was responsible for 6
as the other teams, and then you hand off the ball to the blitzer. So you hand it directly to the blitzer. Jeff Sims back here. Here we go. He's going to throw.
No,
QB Drosky. Good job, Sims.
Hold on to the ball.
Yeah, let's go, baby. Straight to the NFL draft.
How does this drive in?
Turnover.
Design quarterback run there on 1st and 10.
And damn you for making me say it.
I'm going to say field goal. I think next possession we'll get the turnover. I think there's going to be a false sense of, all right, he's got it, and then
I think you've got a false sense of he's got it.
I think we'll get a field goal.
I'll be glad to be wrong.
Your boy Satterfield's going to go, all right, let's open up this playbook. And then
hand off to Emmett.
Pick 6.
Emmett grabs 6 yards, maybe just 5.
I'll tell you how many yards he got.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Good job making the decision, putting his foot in the ground, and getting north, picking up 5 yards there on first down.
Rusher so far, and there's a helmet on, which would indicate he's ready to go back in. But
Sims isn't in his turn the ball over territory yet.
Oh, okay.
Jeff Sims
He wants to be in the red zone when he throws his pick.
There's an injury that brought him in, but we kind of got the feeling that we'll see him today at some point anyway.
Under center, like this, 2nd and 5.
A little bit, we may see a little more than we thought.
Hand off. A nice first down gain from Emmett Johnson, the one bright spot on this offense going forward.
Both the first downs coming via the running game. Kellen Wyatt made the stop.
I agree with that.
At this point, just have Emmett or Grant take the snaps and then just run option with the other running back.
4 or 5 minutes with trainers in there. Came out with both ankles taped.
Before we turn the ball over, guys, and we all lose our minds, could you hit the like button for us, all right? Asking for it after the turnover ain't going to do nothing. Hand off. Emmett stopped after a 1-yard gain, maybe just a half a yard, honestly. And late activity and a flag comes in. Thank you, roughing my beautiful Emmett Johnson. No need for that.
Meeting of 3 officials, and we'll see what kind of penalty comes against the Terrapin defense here.
Personal foul, late hit, number 9, defense.
Dumbass.
Automatic.
Like, why do that? Why hurt your team? Whoa, coach just accidentally slapped that chick in the boob. Did you see that?
Give them an extra 15 yards.
Gerlin Green's walking past the coach as he swings his hand back, hits her right in the boob. She's like, ow.
Great play there. Stuff the run on first down and then pick up.
Only a real eye for football would see some shit like
My
that,
bad.
Gary.
I didn't realize I was muted.
Shotgun.
Going to the sideline to view from there.
No, he's going to throw.
He's
going to run. He extends the play. He's flushed out of the pocket. There we go. Just grabs a nice couple, 2-3 yards, 4 yards maybe. I like that.
It's a lot of experience to go back and think about how the game is operating and watching.
Jose's like, please don't throw it. Please, please, please.
That's something where maybe if Henrik
It's sad, man. Like, every time we see this not a run play, we just all cringe.
His athleticism to keep the play alive.
Harbor doing a little stretching on the sideline. Don't bother.
Don't bother unless you need to get loose to take your pads off.
Yeah, we don't want you hurting yourself trying to pull the pads off.
Still stuck on 0 passing yards today.
Sims throws it to Bullock.
Wow.
2-yard gain on a pass. I guess there's progress. That's what we call progress.
And a 3rd down and 4 coming up. And just like with Harburg, Kyle, you do have the option of running in this situation with Jeff Sims, who has over 1,000 rushing yards in his career.
Especially where the ball is.
QB draw coming up, confirmed.
Just cross midfield, not quite in field goal.
What is it, 3rd and 4?
Mm-hmm. Should have 2 opportunities to try to pick up 4 yards.
I feel like it's got to be a QB draw.
Both Nebraska
I think you give I think you call it QB draw, but you have
Harburg, take
like
a few steps back away from the
lead
sideline, please. Handoff from Sims. No, he keeps it. I mean, this is.
You got to go, right?
You think?
What's the win like?
They are going for it. Sims thought they were coming off the field.
I think you call
And the
a play
wind's
like that
against
on
us
3rd
right
down,
now,
knowing
right?
you're going for it in 4th.
4th and 2. Maybe now you go with that QB draw or the same play to the other side, something like that. Patriot says QB draw. Joe says fly route.
Heavy personnel in the game here.
They're gonna try. You cannot try to do a sneak.
No, it's too far. 2-yard sneak.
Yeah, that's what I was worried. I thought they were going to try to do a bush push. That's right, I said bush. Relax.
That's right, I said Bush.
30 seconds in lane.
Matt Rule getting ready to fight somebody.
Got a little bit of a spark here with backup
He's
quarterback
not licking his
Sims.
lips enough, I can tell you
Moving into
that.
territory. A lot of times you'll see a team on 4th and short. Try and draw them off. They don't get it. Time
Aeon said, I'm happy he didn't force it.
I would love to see him.
Yeah,
Out here
I mean,
Yeah, and ultimately what Nebraska was trying to do there, they
it's
brought
that
on
bad.
Extra lineman, tight end, full.
What would you run here? Are they putting Harburg back in? Please say no. Please say no.
I would spread them out and go into pass and then run the quarterback. I mean, unless you've got a quick whatever.
You know what I would do?
Fedoni over the middle, but
You know what I would do? Triple
get some
option.
space and let him run the two.
Triple option.
No score yet. About halfway through the second quarter. Both the Huskers and the Terrapins looking to get back on the winning side with the 6th win. And a key play coming up here on 4th and 2. And the
Shotgun.
this game is the
Tight
tailback
set.
behind Sims.
Johnson back.
Sims has completed only
Fedoni on the left, Borkature
There
on
you
the
go, play
right.
action.
Borkature. Let's go! Whoever said Johnson off tackle, good shit. I think he went up through the guards though, but still.
Just in fairness, whatever. That play's fine because it worked, but if he gets stuffed, I'm losing my shit on why you line up when you need 2 yards. You hand the ball off 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. But like I said, whatever, man. If it works, I don't love the play call, but
Sims in shotgun.
Empty backfield now for Sims.
Flair out to the running back Johnson. He gets a couple of yards. Dude's becoming our workhorse, man. The only thing we can rely on even a little.
Best drive yet for the Huskers.
See this all across football. Wing passes, screens. We talk about how much Nebraska likes to run the football. That's no different than a wide zone play. Just get the ball to your playmaker out in space. Allow the receivers to set up their blocks. See if you can make a play.
10th play of this drive. Nebraska already with 83 rushing
Shotgun.
yards. Maryland has 0.
Man in motion. He's doing a better job of snapping it, not into the motion, man.
He should have kept that.
Yep, that was a keeper.
The Terrapins with Jordan Phillips, the nose tackle, meet him in the backfield.
Guys, we're sitting at 38 likes. Can you help us out? I know we're so focused on this game, probably haven't even looked at it. But look and see if you've hit that thing. Let's try to get to 50 real quick, please, and thank you. We need it.
Jordan Phillips does a great job creating penetration, blowing it up in the backfield.
Empty backfield for Sims now. Will have 3 pass catchers to the right. The short side.
Empty back, 5 wide.
5 seconds on the play clock.
Sims gets a snap.
There and man.
Throws it over the middle of Kemp. Nice throw, bro.
Nice
Bro,
catch.
I didn't want to. Yeah, I didn't want to jinx anything, but I'm not gonna say it.
Gain of 7.
I'm not
His
gonna.
pass is looking crisp.
No, not even about his passing. Even before the pass, I just feel like he mentally looks a lot more focused than I've seen him. Like he just doesn't look scared right now the way he has. You know.
The wind is directly in the face about 15
It seems like these pass plays for him are very, very simple one read.
Appreciate you, Jim.
The straight out in the flats, the quick out in the flat passes. That one.
And now another timeout called again by Nebraska.
Good. I like this timeout call. 4th and 2.
Huskers will talk it over. We'll take a short break. See if we
Is
have
it really
points
4th
on
and
the
2?
other
I guess it
side here in
is.
Lincoln.
Jeez. Morning, Chad. Early game today, man. Early game. These games are funky sometimes.
So early, and I'm an hour behind now. We'll start at 10 o'clock here.
Where are you?
I'm
I
not
don't even
used
know
to.
where you are. I thought you were in Nebraska hunting.
I am. I'm just in the panhandle. Like
Y'all's
Scottsbluff, Gary
panhandle?
area.
That's technically mountain time?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. What's the I've never been to the Panhandle.
It's like the shape of the state.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm saying how. Like, what's it like? Not what's the geography like.
Farmland and sandhills.
Hey man, they got us to 50 likes. Thank you guys. Super appreciate it.
Big cities, large shopping areas, tons of people.
So a real metropolis.
A real melting pot, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's cool.
I cannot believe we're seeing Jeff Sims and not hating it. This is crazy.
That's how bad. I mean, remember it got so bad that we wanted Sims to come in, and then he fumbled the one drive.
And we were like, nope, that's it. We're done.
Even with that not being that far in the rearview mirror, Harburg's played so bad the last 2 games that we were like, all right, we'll take that again.
What do you think about a field goal here?
I would take. I don't know have they talked much about like the weather, the wind? And all that?
The wind is tough. Yeah. So the wind was at our back when we threw those 2 interceptions. I was thinking maybe those interceptions were influenced a little bit by the wind carrying the ball, but that's still on Harburg for not adjusting. And they didn't kick a field goal earlier. They went for it because they were going against the heavy wind. So I think right now the wind is facing us, coming right at us, going to push the kick backwards. If I'm not mistaken.
It's ahead, like it's straight north-south, the wind. It's not.
That's what they are saying.
Don't
worry about angles, okay?
Well, I just feel like you hear kickers talk like they'd rather have a kick into a headwind than kick.
I'll tell you what kickers like.
That's what I was looking at your notes
there
that
you
gave me as
go.
kickers, and that's what I was reading off of.
They'll face their second 4th down and 2.
They're going for it.
Jeff Sims started the game as the backup.
Oh boy! Oh, what a keeper! Good job!
Throw it.
He was under pressure so fast,
Yeah, he's just got to throw it away, though, man.
What?
Oh no, it was 4th down. It was my bad.
What a defensive play call, man!
I don't know why I lost track of down.
Dude, why wouldn't they go for the field goal?
Reading the quarterback on the read, and then being able to bring.
Poor Emmett Johnson got blown up.
He's got to get rid of that quicker, though. Was
Still,
forfeiture open? Right on
that. I didn't get a chance to look at it. I just saw Emmett Johnson get blown up immediately. That was crazy. Legit feel bad for him. Zaga says Gary at Chimney Rock. Is that where you're at?
Yeah, real close. Right
Y'all's
down
Chimney Rock.
Who said that?
Zaga. Shadell says that's Sims can look pretty good, but HH, he is turnover prone. They're both turnover prone. They're both turnover machines.
Joe, what are we, like 10 miles from Chimney Rock? 5, if that? Yeah. Damn, that dude got a GPS on me, tracker on me.
Right? Bro, I would stay with Sims, would you?
Yeah, I mean, you're at least moving the ball, extended drives, letting your defense not run themselves ragged.
D Park says maybe Sims is totally chill. He has nothing to lose as the staff has turned to HH, so he's just like, whatever. I'm just going to ball out. This is Jeff Sims balling out, by the way. No turnovers yet, so yeah.
Yeah.
Shadell says Sims has a much better relationship with Kemp as well. That's a good point. Curtis Kiddo, what's going on, said Chubba must have made a remark about Rule's ancestry or worse. He's still sitting. Transfer portal approaching.
For Chubba? He's got to be about done, isn't he?
Getting close. Chad said, I can see you, Gary.
Who said that?
Chad. He said he's in Gehring. Zaga said he's in the Secret Service, so he's just watching you via cameras.
Oh, that's cool.
Steve Campbell says Sherman, Texas. What's going on, man? Where's Sherman? I'm in Austin. Chanel says, if the defense could score some points for us, that would be great. I totally agree with you. I just feel bad asking them to do that when they're already doing such a great job of just keeping them scoreless. You know, like I feel like we're being selfish, but it's true. We do need to ask them to do that. Probably the only way we're going to score.
Right now they lead Penn State 14-3 late in the second quarter.
Jeremy says, injured HH is not going to give us much right now. Sims is at least full strength. True.
Rush.
Deep pass.
Oh! Thank God the turf got him.
A perfect toss down the far sideline.
Wow.
Tagovailoa to Felton.
That just took the air out of the stadium and me lungs. 142 watching. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out with us. What's going on? Help us out. We're trying to get to 75 likes, and we're hella short. Throw out to the edge, and that's a tutty.
Was that Hartzog again?
Just like that. Two completions, both to
I don't know. That all happened so fast. I looked up, and they were jamming it down our throats.
They need more plays because they have such a quick ability. They can score in a hurry. You see it there with two completions.
Give us a breakdown of that, Gary.
I want to see who that was.
Explosiveness from the Terrapin offense, and then just
Hartzog.
Yeah, dude. Okay, remember at the beginning, before the season even started, and I said I think they really need to look at Hartzog at safety because he's good at like kind of ball hawking and jumping routes and doing whatever, but he gets beat a lot. And this isn't the first. They went back to back right at him. Got beat both times. We've seen him get beat a lot. I mean, Rules talked about in press conference, like, yeah, he got beat, but he never gives up and then hustles and tracks him down. Like, oh, okay. Your corner, you're okay with your corners getting beat as long as they catch them 20 yards later. He's talking to Hill. I don't know if the Hill's supposed to be over the top with that, or
we just keep getting
I don't know how
opportunities. We keep getting more cracks at it. We have so much explosive playmaking ability on that team.
Maybe he told Hill, you're going to go play corner now.
And we have talked about the wind since the top of this broadcast.
You're taking his spot.
Between 15 and 20 miles per hour in the direction of where Tagovailoa just threw that pass.
Yeah, and the wind helped
They
him.
had the green light. They didn't take that kind of shot.
The wind helped him, but the receiver being 6 yards past the only defender was the biggest help.
Crazy, bro.
Good job, Ty Felton. And he got into the end zone on the next play.
Here comes the kickoff. I'll tell you, Peacock's definitely getting their money's worth with commercials today. Every 2 seconds it goes to commercial. We're about to probably have another one.
Went into the tent with a lower body injury of some sort. And Jeff Sims just quarterback his one and only drive. Number 7 or number 10 will take over here this time.
Into the end zone. Maybe they're not going to commercial.
Yes, he does.
Sims coming back out, baby.
That was the best drive that Nebraska had here the last time. 12 plays, 58 yards. Didn't end with any points. But they were moving with consistency more so than with Harburg.
They were. And Jeff Sims gave them a little bit of energy there in that drive, making some plays with his feet. You know the Nebraska run game is always going to be solid. You need to see some opportunities with
shotgun. Would you call this pistol, right?
Shotgun.
I'll tell you what it is. Nice pitch by Sims on the speed option. Woo! Fleeks gets a few yards.
To make plays on the perimeter, a pass and run variety. They keep that to just a gain of 3. Great tackle by Dante.
What up, Brady?
They got to get moving though, man. You got to get something out of this half, even if it's a field goal that you left off the board last drive.
Yeah, Paul, the reason that Sims is still out there quarterback.
Snaky, I don't want to jinx anything, but I could at least say he's looking better than usual.
Bro, this team's lack of clock management It's ridiculous.
It's true.
Have this experienced backup in Sims. 23 starts at Georgia.
Sims looking downfield. The throw. Nice throw!
Nice throw.
Was that Doss?
Nice throw.
Or Lloyd? Lloyd.
See,
Man, let's go.
The best passing play for Nebraska yet.
We actually completed the ball downfield, Gary. Am I
Am
still in bed dreaming?
Downfield, especially here as we're under 2 minutes in the second half. At this point, you're not going to be able to just turn around and hand the ball off every play.
Shotgun.
Downfield.
Looking downfield. Gonna throw it over the middle. Nice. Gets it to Fleek Daddy.
To Fleek.
8, maybe 9-yard gain.
Did you text Rule tell him to pick up the tempo?
I told him to lick his lips, and that's what he's doing, so let's go. Handoff. First down, Fleeks. Let's go. Little ball movement never hurt anybody.
Already a nice tackle on this drive and an interception in the first quarter.
That sucks, Brady. Yeah, I don't know what's worse, having to wait till 7:30 or having to get up before 11 a.m. to watch a game.
This Nebraska offense to get lined up here in the 2-minute situation.
Just inside of 1 minute, the Huskers also inside of Maryland territory in their last drive.
Sims.
To the air. Sims
Steps up into the pocket, hits Johnson for a nice 6-7-yard gain.
Gains 5. With timeouts left for the Huskers.
Pocket, dude.
When they use them.
42 seconds though, bro.
Continues to tick now. Again, 2 timeouts left for the Huskers.
35 seconds. Snapped. Drops back.
Back to man.
Under pressure.
Told you. I told you.
Still. Ran underneath it, and that's the second INT for the Maryland defense in the first half.
As we said at the top of the broadcast, turnovers have been the appeal for this Nebraska team all year. I love what Jeff Sims is doing there. He's giving his guy an opportunity to go up and make a big play. Just lost the ball a little bit too far on the outside there, and that's the hardest adjustment for a wide receiver to make. You're expecting the ball over your inside shoulder. You have to baseball turn, and still is right there to make the interception in the end zone.
Whoever they come out with quarterback in the second half, dude.
In his first 2 starts this season, his first
We complete passes, or at least Sims on the last 2 drives. When they're in zone, he does fine throwing through those windows, or has been. As soon as they went man, it's like, nope. You're going to hang one up off your back leg, throwing into the wind.
They throw deep, unfucking real, bro. All right, man, so
athleticism and touch.
it feels like they about got this game wrapped up before halftime, man. Chad, no, his camera isn't frozen. He just doesn't have his camera on, so we got a little still shot, kind of give you an essence of what Gary's looking like right now. He's dumbfounded.
Finding Jayshon Jones for the explosive pass.
I think if I turn my camera on, it's going to
Overload you, yeah, for sure.
I was trying to mess with it last night to see what I could and couldn't get away with.
17 seconds left. One has timeouts. 2 timeouts left. Matt Rule still upset about that interception that ended his last drive. He thought
I don't like that I don't like that throw, man. Like
Sims?
Yeah, like he was under pressure. He just off his back foot tossed it up into the air, like.
Yeah, I mean, I don't feel like we have a quarterback. I mean, we've only seen the 2, obviously, but especially in that situation with the time and everything like that, just chuck it out of the back of the end zone or sail it out of bounds. You know what I mean? Like, you're doing all right moving the ball. They've got you kind of dead to rights on that play. Like, what are you doing? You need the clock to stop anyway. Like, just get rid of it.
Shotgun snapped. Throws out to the edge. He's going to get out of bounds after a nice 5, 6, 7, 8 yards, and that's going to get them, more in field goal range. And they've got the wind at their back still.
The kicker for Maryland, his long this season is 48.
Who got beat on that first pass play? Do you know? Oh, excuse me.
I don't. They'll show it again, I'm sure, though. We'll get an idea.
That's really good there by Talia, just making a quick decision, getting the ball out of his hands. Able to gain some yards and get out of bounds.
Tagovailoa completed his first 17 passes last week. 13 out of 17 right now.
Snap. We got some pressure. Flush him out. He has to throw it away. And they're still going to get another shot at the end zone here.
So quarterbacks can throw balls away and not just heave something up into double coverage?
Apparently it's still allowed.
That's crazy. What will they come up with next?
It has to be a quick completion. And as a wide receiver here, you know when you catch the ball, you have to get down so they can bang that timeout and stop the clock.
But even run the ball if they wanted to.
5 wide.
Try and get a little bit closer.
Williams thinking about going off sides like he did to start the game.
Terrapins looking to make it back-to-back scoring possessions.
2 seconds. Snapped. Over the middle, and they're just going to get another nice little chunk and get a much easier. And that's a flag, baby.
That's not a flag at all. We'll just let that go.
Wow, they just shoved Reimer like 5 seconds after the play.
Rule's already been over there screaming at the refs. He's going to really like
There is a flag. There is a flag.
Oh, there it comes.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 2, offense. The 15-yard penalty, down count.
Okay.
Wow. Corey Deitch
Getting a field goal miss here would just be incredible.
It's a big 15 yards.
Once again, it's
you could have said Omar Brown.
They do everything that they have to do to set themselves up for a field goal there. And then you just shoot yourself in the foot.
Reimer should have went down on that. Don't you think he should have flopped a little bit? LeBron style?
It's a 7th penalty against
left flop style?
Yeah, I mean.
I'll tell you what he should do.
Yeah, you'll let me know.
And now they'll just take a shot at the end zone.
Oh, they're going to throw it instead of a field goal now. Wow, bro.
20 yards off the ball.
Wow.
The kicker's got like a 53-yarder on the season.
Wow.
See if he's able to give one a chance here on the final play of the first
Imagine, bro. I was just going to call another timeout. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. Crazy.
Tagovailoa has been very good here today. 14 out of 19. 186 yards, 1 touchdown, no picks.
Tua Jr. is just cooking us, bro.
Thrown 1 interception apiece.
Tua Jr.
2 philosophies you can go with here, Cal. You can just lob it up to the end zone and see if you can catch it.
I think that's an easy name for him, you know? Easier to say than his actual last name. Sorry, Dolphins fans.
Both of those a lot, and oftentimes when you do that big in-cut catch and run, you'll have everyone else almost pushed to the end zone as if the Hail Mary is coming. The defense will relax the end zone.
You guys can hear the crowd getting into it.
Get an opportunity to try to have a catch and run
need everything we got. Need somebody from the crowd to come out and throw a pass.
A little bit, extend the play, and take a shot here into the end zone.
In the second quarter, Kyle, we've seen him have success inside the pocket, rolling to his left as well. Last 2 possessions, he's 5 out of 6 for 120 and a touch. Here's the final play of the first half.
Here we go. This is going to be a Hail Mary from midfield. Pressure. He steps up, throws it. Good. And absolutely nobody but the Huskers could have gotten it.
That's how the first half comes to a close.
First half is over. I don't know, but he looked hurt.
That's what I was wondering.
Absolutely pathetic offense for Nebraska. I mean, pathetic doesn't even say it. We were pathetic before the game, Gary. This is worse than pathetic.
An abomination.
That's the word. Or, sticking with A's, abortion. This offense is an abortion. All right?
Their team, their choice, Gabe.
There you go. Welcome into let's listen to Rule real quick.
For the second half. Well, I thought Jeff gave us a spark there. We moved the ball down the field. You know, just if a different windy day, I might have taken that field goal. We took a chance on 4th and 2. They answered when to play the ball down there. came right back down, ran the double move. You could tell I was upset. So I think Jeff's doing a nice job. Heinrich went down with an ankle. He's available probably, but it doesn't look like himself.
Okay, and how do you get some pressure on Tagovailoa in the second half?
I think it's just about not giving up big plays. I mean, we hold them to 7.5 points. I mean, that's pretty special. So, but the big plays hurt us there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Paul?
His side also held the Terrapins to 0 rushing yards, but he mentioned.
Did you get a chance to hear that?
Tagovailoa threw for 100.
Gary. And who?
Hang on just a second.
All right, Gary's muted, but here we go. Welcome in, everybody. Halftime show. Big Red Rant. Enjoying this game, aren't we? Let's take a look at the stats.
I couldn't hear on your deal, so I was watching on the TV what Rule said.
You're good. Jeff Sims is 6 for 7. He just has that one interception. Do you go back to Harburg if Harburg was healthy? It doesn't sound like he's going to, but would you? Because he's saying his ankle's hurt. He doesn't look like himself.
Hell no. No.
Okay.
Sims looks better, and it's not by much, but he looks better. Like when shit breaks down or scrambling, keeping things going. There seems to be a little bit more momentum building on the drives with him running it. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean actually like carrying the ball, running it, but running the offense. A little bit more of a flow starting. I don't know that maintains. I don't know that if you tell Sims at halftime, like, all right, man, we're going to go through the rest of the game. If he goes back to, oh, okay, cool, and starts doing shit like he did at the end there, lobbing passes off his back leg and hanging them into the wind for the defense to basically field punt returns. But Harburg looked even worse than he has the last couple of games. That, the first quarter and a half.
Oh, dude, he looks like his confidence is completely shot. I mean, that first interception that we got away with because, what do they deem it? There was some sort of foul on the defense, holding in the backfield. It was the ugliest interception I've ever seen. It was the most blatant, direct throw to a defense. Like, there wasn't even a Husker in sight, dude. And then it doesn't take him more than like one more pass play to throw it away again.
It was like he was mad they took his interception away, and he goes, "Oh yeah,
seriously,
I'll get it back."
Thank you, Vacophobia. Says Germany back with you guys. You're both in classic form. Very entertaining. Thank you, man. Because I'm tired. I'm feeling all right though. I've chugged down enough coffee. I'm feeling okay. Scott Losey says black shirts playing their tails off. They really are. If it sucks to be in a position where you have to expect them to be perfect, or else you're screwed. But that's the position we're in. They were perfect.
I would say the exception is Hartzog.
Yeah, and that sucks to say because
Hartzog's, yeah, like. I don't say that like to shit on the dude, but it's like they clearly want that. They want one-on-one matchups with him. They went back-to-back plays at him. They've gone on his side a couple times. You're either going to have to start giving him safety help over the top, or you're going to have to move him to safety or whatever. You've got some depth there, but I don't know, man. It just they seem to want that. And it's worked for him multiple times. That's why I'm curious. The first pass of their last drive there, that deep one, who that was on.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll show it again because it was such a big play. But that was really, really, really painful, man. He's carving us up. 14 of 20, 186 yards. It feels like he's going to clear 300 passing yards easy. They've got 0 rushing yards. That's great to our 84. But we can only muster up 50 passing yards, bro. 50? 50?
Well, on the bright side, if you start counting, you know how they You know how they take rushing yards away from quarterbacks for getting sacked
Yeah.
in college? If they would give them the passing yards for the interceptions they complete, we'd be about 150 going in a half.
The 50 passing yards that Jeff Sims accomplished felt like a cool breeze on a Miami summer night.
You paint a pretty picture.
Thank you. But you get the point. It's 50 freaking yards, but it felt like he was saving us. That's how bad this offense is, dude. I can't believe it. I know we have injuries, right? I know that we have a lot of injuries. But I can't blame it on the wide receivers aren't helping that much either, man. But it's not the loss of our wide receivers or running backs, is it? Is this because we don't have Gabe Ervin?
It's 100% quarterback play. And the offensive line does better run blocking than pass protecting, I feel, but it's still not enough to establish a consistent run game. So it's like you've got a team that is the same makeup or the same identity, whatever you want to call it, as Iowa, with a worse offense, if you can imagine that.
Oh, I can. I don't have to imagine it. It's right in front of me. We got a $10 dono from Living in Omaha, Dave Matney. Thank you, David. Says, thanks for doing these live streams. You guys are very entertaining. Thank you. And thank you to everybody for coming and watching them. We had very low expectations of people even wanting a watch party, but we gave it a try, and it ended up working out, you know. I'm going to try to change the chat here. But, man, thank you for the dono especially, dudes. Thank you a lot. And pull this up. I'm going to change this to all live chat so I can see everybody's comments. Corn Man in the house. Dan says, our receivers are not the problem. It's the fact that we have inconsistent throwing. It needs to get better. I don't think that's what I'm saying. Like, I know that we're injured, but it would be nice to have our better receivers. Like, imagine if we still had Xavier Betts. You know, imagine if we had Isaiah Castaneda Jr. to throw the ball to, or Washington as a safe. I mean, Washington was doing work early in the season, but even so, the problems are happening before. You know,
yeah. So even if you put them, I mean, you could put Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase out there. They're not getting the ball.
Yeah. And maybe it would make things a little bit easier, but not enough. Golf Pro Joe says poor QB talent. That's true.
Horrible. Like not
quarterbacks.
It's almost like you don't. Yeah, exactly. You don't have a quarterback.
Two big, strong, quarterback-shaped human beings that are actually running backs.
Athletic dudes that are taking snaps.
Tyler said Coleman did drop a perfect pass from HH. That's true.
For sure.
And he looked lost, but he did look lost on that interception that Sims threw, but I can't even blame him on that. The pass was not really near him for a catch. I don't think he could have caught that ball. Cornborn Mike says, I feel like I'm about to jump out of my skin every time we throw the ball. Yeah.
I agree 100%. I'm the same way.
I don't know if you've gone through this with many quarterbacks for the Bills or, you know, I'm sure this is kind of how we felt with Adrian Martinez. But it's the same way that I always felt with Jay Cutler throwing the ball for the Bears. Every time he dropped back, it was just holding my breath. No confidence.
I mean, it's getting to be like that with Josh Allen.
So you know what I'm saying?
I think that has a lot more to do with Dorsey, but yeah, it's still on the quarterback making bad decisions and bad throws.
Living in Omaha said, I feel like every pass is a 50-50 for an interception. Absolutely.
I would say it's more
60-40. Yeah.
Yeah.
of an interception. Definitely. It's a scary place to be, man. I mean, if we make a bowl game, what are we going to do in that bowl game? I guess it doesn't matter. The first step is just to make it into a bowl game, but
I mean,
man.
On the flip side, and I've thought of this, and it kind of feels like a moral victory, and nobody's a big fan of those. I get it, but this offense is worse than any of Riley's, any of Scott Frost. So having your offense drastically decrease and still getting more wins than you've gotten in the last however many years, like that
it's such a good
me
sign.
hope that it's like, okay, things are on the right track. It just really sucks that the biggest glaring hole you have is the most important position on the team. But you also have to think that even if you can't go get one of the top transfer quarterbacks, like there's got to be a quarterback with some talent that's like, dude, I could be the fix. You know what I mean? Like that has to be some kind of a draw to a dude who, like I say, he might not be one of the top tier guys that's going to end up being available, but better than these guys. You know what I mean? That's all we're asking for. We're asking for who's the best of the shit we have. You know, if you can get somebody better than those guys, how many more wins are you going to get? You know, how much tougher is it going to be for teams to, like you said right before half, we felt that a 10, 14 point deficit at halftime, the game's over. Like imagine if you have a quarterback where that's not the case. You can play from behind a little bit. You know, the tight games, you don't have to give yourself a field goal that's like, okay, we have to keep this within a field goal because if not, game's over.
Mark Hubb says, didn't have a positive pass till Sims got in, just saying. Yeah, and both of us, as unlikely as it is, we're both back on the Sims train. You know, if the only other train available is HH. I mean, both of us want Sims to continue on. Even if HH was like, oh, wow, my ankle's 100% now and could prove it, still don't want you going back in there. And I don't want them turning back to HH after.
Rule wants him back in.
No, you could tell by what Rule said.
Yeah, he goes, he looks like he might be able to go, you know.
But he's not. Well, he's not himself.
Yeah, he didn't say, like, we should be good getting him back. You know, he almost, like, yeah, it's not a out for the rest of the game injury, but he's out for the game.
If I was the coach, I'd give Sims one more turnover. And then
they're clearly not going to. Chuba's basically not on the team as far as the coaching staff's concerned.
Crazy.
So it's like it almost doesn't matter how bad Sims plays in the second half. You don't have another option. Sims can turn the ball over like he did against Colorado. It's the same thing that you're getting from Harvard. And for whatever reason, Chuba's not an option for him. So it's like, okay, if you're handcuffing yourself to these two, like, whatever, man. You got a little bit of momentum going on a couple drives with Sims. Like, I guess that's what you got to do. And then what do you do from there the next 2 weeks? You just play it series by series.
Right.
Whoever practices better, that's who's going to start. You start turning the ball over. The offense is stagnant. Go to the other one.
Scott says, and I used to get upset with Taylor Martinez. Seriously, man.
Remember how mad we'd get with Adrian Martinez?
Adrian, too, man. It's like you don't know what you have until it's gone. You just don't ever know how bad it can get. Or you don't prepare yourself for
I don't
how
think
bad
it's
it
just
can
that.
get.
I mean, yeah, but it's like, I don't know. For sure, it can always be worse. I think a lot of the frustration is like, why does it have to go that way? Because it can always be better too. How come it just doesn't go better? Like, look at the defense. We lost a lot of guys, bigger names or whatever, from last year, and the defense is the best it's looked in years. You know what I mean? It's like that's a drastic change in the in a good direction. You know, like why does the quarterback situation or the offensive line play or the play calling or the style or the fits or whatever on offense seem like they always have to regress? And then it's like, man, I would go back to enjoy having this again. It's like, oh man, just have your worst shit be average and then have some above average and then keep building on that. And it seems like, nope. Your defense takes a huge step forward. Your offense takes a ginormous step back.
Golf Pro Joe says the book is out on HH. Spy him and let him and let/make him throw.
Yeah, exactly.
Marjorie, it's 7-0. Maryland. 7-0.
You don't have to worry about bracketing. If we still had Trey Palmer, you wouldn't have to worry about bracketing him or doing double teams or, you know, having the deep over the top help like they did last year because the quarterback's not going to make the throw.
Right.
You know, it's like it doesn't matter. Like when you were talking response to the chat or whatever and going through the list of like the receivers and whatnot. That's why I said it doesn't matter who's out there because there's next to no shot of them being able to fully showcase their talent.
Greg and Joe both agree on this, right? And I just don't know that I agree with them all the way. I don't dislike your take. I mean, I understand it, but
no, you're calling them idiots. Go ahead.
No, I'm not. I mean, I would be honest
if
I felt like it was a bad
I just
take.
read your text.
I just you got that text?
Shit.
Oh shit.
I got that.
Greg says Sat was a bad hire. He's a pass first guy. He pays lip service to running the football. So, dude, I mean, we've passed the ball 12 times and we've run it 21 times. How much more do you want us to run it over passing? I mean, these pass plays, most of them have been there. So I understand you could just be saying, yeah, but our passers are so bad that we need to restrict them from passing even as much as they are. Go ahead, bro. What were you going to say?
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that aspect of it. I think I agree with you. But I mean, what offensive coordinator is going to make it to where all of a sudden your quarterbacks are accurate, don't make stupid decisions, can't field snaps, don't stare down receivers? Like, I understand you have to work on those things and do that in practice. I'm confident they are. You can't see the improvement in this program in the short time that you have, and yet they're all idiots and don't know what to work on in practice. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if you give, I don't know, Kyle Shanahan this offense, are they better passers? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know who the guy is that's going to make play calls that make them accurate and not bad decision makers. But I do agree with that.
I'm not trying
aspect.
to give Satterfield a pass and act like he's
No, I'm not either.
perfect.
And I agree with the sentiment that you can't have a quarterback room full of square pegs and you're like, nope, we're getting all these square holes. You know what I mean? Or so it's like round holes. But it's like at the same time, if you're going to come out and be completely one-dimensional running the ball, you're going to have a lot of different wrinkles or a lot of different looks out of those run packages, or else you're going to have no safety over the top, dropping down 7 in the box, and then where everybody's going to be complaining that you just keep running into the heart of the defense. Well, the heart of the defense is on the offensive line because they know all you're doing is run. You know what I'm saying? It's like kind of like the same thing when they said the book's out on Harburg. It won't take long for the book to be out on the whole offense of like, okay, they're just running.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you've got to pass, and it's just unfortunate that we have 2 turnover machines passing the ball. It's nuts, dude. Game is getting close to being back, though. You know, it's 186 to 134 total yards. 2 turnovers for us, none for them.
2 turnovers for Nebraska.
Defense is going to have to take this game into their own hands, man. Remember before the season when the reports out of camp were that the defense is further along than the offense? Boy, they weren't lying.
Yeah. Yeah.
The most accurate report I've ever fucking
Boy,
heard.
they weren't lying.
Not many coaches, especially offensive coaches, will tell you that they can
hot garbage.
1 turnover, you always shoot for 0.
Caden, I agree. We should just run the ball, but it's like even further than that. I feel like maybe they should just go to, like you were saying, one of the service academy schools where you only run the ball. It couldn't be any worse than what our offense is producing. At least you get the defense
you could go
tired.
old school triple option, and then you've got, but actually use the fullback, actually pitch, actually run with Gordon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. And hopefully catch them slipping 1 or 2 times.
it's
where
all
you
runs, but
break
there's
one.
3 different plays they have to stop, essentially. You know, like,
Yeah.
they know you're running, they don't know exactly where to defend type deal.
Shotgun snap.
And we start off with a
Sims
pass.
steps
There we go.
up.
That's what I like, man.
Steps up and gets 4 yards.
Gain of 4 yards to start the second half. Daquan Shepard makes the tackle.
I much prefer the quarterback run game coming after dropbacks. You spread the defense, and then you're more kick return than you are A gap, B gap outside.
Well, and to Satterfield's defense, you have to pass it a couple of times. You have to
That's what I'm
pass out of that
saying.
sometimes
You
to make
can't-
that work.
Right, but they're still going to have to defend, even if they know it's.
Sims, under pressure, kicks it out to the edge to.
Oh, you
Oh
son of a
my
bitch.
gosh, man. That was all Kemp's fault. 3rd and 6.
Lewis, thank you. You can make up for the penalties when you're +2 at the turnover side.
Kemp probably heard them footsteps a coming.
That dude was like 9 yards away.
Joe thinks
You think
Sat's
a
going to leave
kick
after this
returner
year.
is not going to. What's that?
Joe thinks Satterfield will leave after this year.
It wouldn't break my heart.
No. Shotgun 3rd and 6. They know we're passing. Sims drops back. Throws out to the edge. Way over Fedoni's head. Time to punt and try to stop Tua Jr. Joe says, leave
So you do
or
a
told
4
to go.
yard first down quarterback run, and then go pass punt. The first pass obviously is Kemp's fault for dropping it. Who knows what he does if he hangs on to it.
He could have got us a
And then
few.
you're stuck in a have to pass situation almost on 3rd down. But it's like
Yeah, that
that's
was
the
not
shit
dedication
I agree
to the
with
run.
everyone on with the Satterfield stuff. Yeah, like if you're gonna be dedicated to the run and you start off with a 4 yard carry on first down, that's exactly what you want. It's not like they, all right, we're going to run and lost 4 yards on the first play and had to pass twice. Like the run worked. You know, you got your 4 yard carry, and it's like, okay, now we're going to get rid of that.
Decent punt for the Huskers. Bounces for the Huskers. And here comes Tua Jr., folks.
14 out of 20 in the first half, 186 and a touchdown. And that looks even better when you consider he didn't get a single.
Eddie says if a team does not have a 3rd string quarterback, then they should not go to a bowl. We got to just accomplish the bowl game to get that monkey off our back.
And right back to the
Oh, my gosh. Good pass.
Nice screen.
Oh, that's a fumble, baby. Was that Buddha?
Ball came out.
That's what we needed. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Huskers cause a turnover all the doo-dah day. Finally. Now we need Sims to come out here and get us something.
Brown's a dude.
Brown got it. Okay. Oh, baby. Was he
Ooh, I don't
down?
know.
Second guy in comes in, rips the football out, forcing the turnover. The other part that Matt Rule talked about. He talked about
That was a bad angle. That was a bad angle.
I think he was down, man.
Bad angle.
Third time the Cornhuskers will have had the ball inside of Maryland territory.
Please snap the ball immediately. Please snap the ball immediately.
I think he's down.
Please snap the ball immediately.
That was a fumble recovered by Nebraska.
They looked at it. It's a fumble. You idiot. Sims, shotgun, handoff, keeper, on the edge, first down.
All right, now let's go pass, punt.
Pass, yes. Interception.
Looking up, at least temporarily for the Huskers.
Let this dude keep getting some confidence. He's obviously super comfortable running.
On the zone read and is the lead blocker for Jeff Sims there on the keep.
I'm just trying not to say things that are gonna jinx us.
Just joined us. Heinrich Harburg got the start.
What if somebody else somewhere else in the world is?
Jeff Sims came in that first half.
That we're screwed, Gary.
Yeah.
Is that Borkature down? Damn, Borkature's down, folks. Well, I just don't want to say anything. That's how fragile our offense is. I don't want to say anything positive and have it come back to bite me.
Don't say that. You're going to jinx it. Okay, then just say something positive about Maryland. If you have that much power that your words influence a game 1,000 miles away from you, then just use that to your advantage.
That don't sound half bad, Gary.
Like when you bully your son's players by talking about how shitty they are, and then they go off and have a career night.
There's something to it. I'm not going to say there's nothing to it.
There's a little something there.
I've had it happen too many times, man.
Too
many. Shadell says, dude, if you could speak shit into existence, then the L's are on you. I might be able to. All right? I'm not going to risk it. Not until we get a bowl game. But if you guys want me to say the jinxy thing I want to say, I was just going to say that we're looking good here. We've got some momentum.
Oh, Jesus. Thanks.
Yeah. I mean,
thanks for the turnover. Thanks for the red zone turnover. Piece of shit.
Yeah. Here we go. I'll take that game coverage now. I'll take that commercial break being done now.
Let's make some rule changes in the offseason so the games move along a little better. And then
we'll just call 5 times the commercials.
A shitload of commercials.
Here we are. We're back, folks.
Sound like a good idea for everyone?
Power. He was the injured Cornhusker player just before the break. And Nebraska recovered a fumble. After the first play in the third quarter for Maryland was fumbled by Ty Felton.
Let's punch this
First down run for Jeff Sims.
And this drive rolling.
Just behind him now.
Shotgun, snap, handoff. Nice. Grant gets 7-8. Damn near 9 yards.
Now go sit down because you fumbled 7 games ago.
Yeah, 7 weeks ago you did something naughty.
Run on first down.
And be lucky you got that carry.
Maryland defender down on the 8-yard line. Ruben Hippolyte, 4-year starter. The leaders there.
Who's hurt now?
Sides will retreat to their
Them.
side.
Perfect. Another timeout.
Seen Jeff Sims come into the
How many people has Grant hurt running into him? Remember last year when he knocked that dude? I think it was Rutgers. Knocked him out cold.
Knocked him all the way back to 2017.
Yeah.
Mike Loxley has watched the quarterback.
He woke up asking if he passed his math test.
Start the season for Nebraska. Goes 6 out of 9 for 50 yards. He has thrown 1 interception. Good to see Hippolyte walking off the field. And he's run the ball very well, too. 6 carries for 29 yards. When you look back at Jeff Sims' resume and all he did in the ACC playing at Georgia Tech, pretty good through the air, but he had some wonderful moments running the ball. Two-game stretch
I
last
tell him
year
not to.
against Duke and Pittsburgh. 36 carries for 176 yards, and he has looked the part here at moments here in his time today.
Just to piss.
Second and one on the
Oh, sorry,
11-yard
The
line.
ball really well since he's come in.
What'd they say?
Again, it's just what
Nothing.
they've
I was just
battled
talking to
all
Joe. I was
year,
just messing
turning the
around.
football over. The defense was able to force one.
Sims.
To give them this short field, see if they can take advantage.
Second down, one.
Snap, handoff. Johnson gets the first down and a few more.
First and goal, Huskers coming up after a run of 3 for the leading rusher in this game so far.
Can we all agree this is a pretty decent drive?
Can we all agree keep running the ball?
Can we all agree we haven't seen a pass play yet? Weird.
Another hurt player.
Another dude.
For the Terrapins, Tommy
Another one.
Besote.
Yeah, do not pass under any circumstance here.
Tommy Aking Besote down on the 2-yard line. Will take a break as well. Maryland leads 7.
Another timeout. Oh, man. What do you think of this peacock coverage?
I get you got to go to commercial when guys are laying on the field or whatnot, but it's like maybe take that into consideration that football is a physical sport. Guys are going to get hurt. So we don't need 37 commercials in between injuries and
that turns into 50.
Breaks. Yeah.
Joe says screenplay incoming. I will stab Satterfield if he throws the ball.
I think you go into shotgun and drop back about 16 yards and then lob one up off your back foot. Automatic touchdown.
I honest to God, dude, I'd honestly just be so happy with a field goal here.
Oh, no, they got to score a touchdown. You can't let the momentum that the defense took the ball away. They bailed you out on going 3 and out on horrible play calling to start the second half. You've got great momentum. The run's working. You're wearing them down. You're beating them up. You got to keep your foot on the throat, man. One score isn't going to seal anything.
Not even close.
Even if you tie it. Even if you tie it, It's not like, all right, we got this locked up. You got to really make them pay.
I'll take that game now. Can we drag this kid off the field? So fucked up. God. Just so tired of the waiting. Like, I don't know what's worse, staring at this coverage will return shortly screen or the commercials.
I'm surprised the return shortly screen doesn't have a picture of Dion and a cowboy hat.
Yeah, seriously.
The turnover game in the first half really cost them.
Here we go, folks. Here we go.
They create an early turnover. They strip the ball.
First and goal.
Recover deep inside of Maryland territory. Couple of first downs on this drive, and Jeff Sims.
All right, you got 4 tries,
now has Nebraska's offense.
And if
first and goal
he even has the passing play sheet close to him, he needs to be fired.
Tailback, the leading rusher in the game so far.
3 runs and a field goal. Here we come. Pistol. Handoff. Up to the 1-yard line.
They're getting in. Keep it on the ground.
In between the
Good
2
run,
and the
Emmett.
1-yard line, picks up 3. Ruben Hippolyte, the middle linebacker, there to make the stop. That's what Matt Rule has seen this entire second half. Granted, it's early in the second half, but
I'm calling for, honestly,
positive gains,
like
positive gains. Second down and goal coming up from the 2.
Like a regular formation, and then just sneak it.
No,
okay, we're under.
Run up the gut.
QB reads. Sims keeps it. Hits the edge. Oh, no gain.
But that's it.
I don't hate that call. They just really
I don't
defended
hate it,
that
and I'm
well.
glad that to me, that's the difference between him and Harburg in the running game. Harburg's not getting to the edge that quick. Dead sprint downfield, yeah. I'll take Harburg.
Great
but
defense, man. Holy
that was good
shit.
defense.
Comes up there from a safety position.
But I mean, you need to get under center with a fullback and just power eye this thing right up the gut. Just road grade. There we go.
No fullback.
No fullback, but
Oh, hit it to Bonner. Let's go!
Oh, he stepped out.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Oh, he got it. Okay. I thought the ref just had the one arm up and was walking right up to about like the foot mark.
I'll tell you what happened.
You'll let me know.
Touchdown, Nebraska. Let's go, baby. Janarian Bonner. I don't care who scores. I don't care if they put Rule out there and they pull a fumble Rooski and he picks it up and walks into the end zone.
Maryland into the end zone in this end zone right here in the second quarter, and early in the third, it's Nebraska finding it via the run.
Need this extra point. It is true. And the score is tied. Can you believe it, bro? I didn't think it was going to happen. But something that you said in the preview video that's like sticking with me here.
Probably a lie. I'll just give you all kinds
you
of
were dropping gems. Basically, you said even if we go up 10 or 14 points, Maryland is not out of it.
No.
Because their offense can strike so easily. And we saw that earlier. Once they got going, they really got going. Like,
yeah.
We are nowhere near safe right now. We're just not in the fire. We're close to the fire right now.
No, but like process-wise, like you get a turnover. You're moving the ball. You're not trying to do the passing shit that cost you the whole first half. You're establishing the run. You're wearing on them. You got a touchdown. You didn't settle for a field goal. You didn't do dumb shit at the end to turn the ball over in the red zone. So it's like you just got to do everything you can to maintain that possession. You know the defense got to be hyped to go get another one.
Yeah.
You just hope that they don't go, okay,
and the defense is getting some good rest. They were just showing the time of possession. It's 22-12.
Yeah. Yep.
You know? That's probably our one saving grace right now. That our defense hasn't had a chance. Oh, you'll tell me. You'll tell me.
It's that our defense is not getting wore down.
Good to know.
Yeah. You would have never thought of that. So
No.
you're welcome.
Ball got blown off of the tee.
Pause.
And AO. Kick is away. It's going to go through the end zone. Didn't even, oh, baby, like literally all the way through the end zone. And here comes Tua Jr.
Talia Tagovailoa, first start at Nebraska, 37th of his career. See if he can get some of that momentum and confidence back after they turned it over last time they had.
You see it there. A lot of punts early. They had the explosive two-play drive.
Dustin said we can't let them get big chunk plays. I agree, man. Once those chunk plays they got were huge and fast.
We'll see if they can get this offense moving here in the third quarter.
Shotgun snap, drop back, short pass, 11-yard gain.
And they have been finding a way to get Hemby the ball in the passing game.
Can you take over the play calling for a second? I gotta run to the bathroom real quick.
Talia Tagovailoa is referred to as Steph Curry.
Make it quick. Don't piss me off.
You see him out there distributing the football, gets the ball to Hemby out in space, able to pick up the first down.
Commercial. 3-man front. We're going to zoom in so we can't see what formation they're in because that's great coverage and just sails it out of bounds. Second and 10.
To bring up second down 10.
Excuse me.
Talked to Tagovailoa on Thursday night about some of the lessons.
Sorry, guys, I don't even have the
for this
chat up.
4-game
Nothing.
losing
I got
streak
none
his
of
team
my
is on.
normal setup, so I
He's taken
can't
12 sacks in the last 2 games.
really
He said,
avoid
"I
the
need to be
dead
better about
air.
That clock in my head needs to go off to get rid of the ball or keep it myself." He's done a nice job of that here so far today.
2 wide left, 1 tight down low, shotgun, 1 man back. Nebraska looks like they're running the house. Drop 2 back. Nice hit by Hill.
Thank you for reminding me about the dead air clip. I need to bring that back.
This is so green. Yeah, you got to get that. I have nothing, dude. Like, I'm doing this on my phone.
Oh,
and
you're
I'm
good.
watching
You're
the
good.
stream on my
There wasn't
computer.
even any
It's
dead
super
air.
grainy. I can't see numbers. I can't read the chat.
And we're seeing it out of the Maryland offense. They're not really pushing the
Was that Brown or was that Hartzog?
They were showing Brown.
It's just really hard there going all the way across the field.
I feel like a new man after that piss. Tell you what. Tua Jr. drops
3
back.
wide top, 1 down, drops out of
Stepping
shotgun.
up,
They got him
flushed
scrambling,
out.
pockets
Nobody
breaking down.
available.
Good.
Oh.
Did he catch that?
He said intercepted.
He caught it. Oh, it was. Dude, this is so grainy, man. I can see no detailed definition. So back-to-back drives end in a takeaway. Data baby Buddha.
What? Okay, good. He got in.
He's in.
He got it. What a tipped pass, bro.
You see it there. The ball just
Tipped pass led to it. It slowed that pass down enough and made it go behind the receiver.
Do not throw the football.
Do not.
Just keep grinding on him. There is a flag. Did he get hit after? Sportsmanlike conduct? Is that what he's saying?
Yep. Passing
Yep,
team.
on them. Got a baby.
Extra
Let's go.
15 on top of it. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what you're talking about.
Thank you, Tua Jr.
All right. Satterfield, do not. I hope Rule
Send
is like
Satterfield
already,
to the locker room for this drive.
Yeah, Rule's got this. Let Tony White handle the offensive play calling.
Crowd is really into it now, man.
Jeff Sims remains the quarterback. Talia Tagovailoa will take a break. Came into this game with his best touchdown to interception ratio of his career, exactly 3-1. His first pick of the game, and the Huskers are thinking about taking the lead.
Again, he did a great job escaping the pocket, avoiding the sack, remaining a passer. You know, sometimes you just gotta know when is an
Gotta
opportunity
love
to
the
try to
black
force
shirts
one in
taking
on
the
third
ball
down, or
away.
just get as many yards as you can and get down, get out of bounds.
That's been the
He
one
needed it
thing they've
so
lacked.
bad.
I would say that.
Sims gonna throw. Gets it to Fedone, daddy. I like that play.
I don't love it, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I know it worked, but
It felt safe.
all that does
you know,
is, I mean, I get it does a thing for the defense.
You roll him out. He had
Until
the
it doesn't.
option to run, but it was open.
Hiding across the formation. That time they're able to pop up and can get a
Ooh.
There you go. A little tempo.
QB sneak is good.
Get physical.
Yard pass there, and the chains move once again for Nebraska. With the
First
help of 2 turnovers,
down.
this Husker offense has come to life. They continue to move
Oh,
the chains
man.
here in this quarter.
And we've talked about it. They've been pretty efficient all day, moving the football up and down the field. We're
A
seeing
run.
here taking advantage of the Maryland turnovers. And if you're the Husker offense,
I want to score a touchdown, but I don't want there to be 9 minutes in the third quarter still to go. And we got this false sense of getting the game secured. And there's almost a whole entire half for them to
First and 10 from the
make up
Shotgun
for one
snap.
possession. You know what I mean?
Sims throws low to Fleeks.
Holy shit. Yes,
I'll
I'd
take
rather
it
have
over
him
an
drop back
interception.
and risk an interception and gain 2 yards instead of running for 2.
Seriously.
I don't like this play calling, man.
It's rare to see a team, Kyle, averaging less than 20
I don't blame
points per
you.
game that they were right
I don't
at
care that
19.
it's working. You know what I mean? Like, or
Teams in
quasi
Power
working.
Conferences to average less than 20. So they faked the punt successfully in the first half. That gets them an extra possession.
Hey,
But
appreciate you,
then they do an
Portal of
interception.
Wisdom. Said had to work today. Appreciate listening to your play-by-play. Better than reading on ESPN and wondering what it actually looked like or happened.
bottom.
How's Sims looking?
Now we're running.
Knock on wood, Sims looks like he's got his head on straight.
Fuller, defensive end. He did not get back to the line of scrimmage. Loss of
They should have thrown the ball there.
1 and 2 yards.
Why didn't they?
We'll see if they
Stupid.
play for the first here, Kyle, just to get a little bit of it.
Portal, a little bit of pressure, to be honest. Yeah, there is some pressure. That's how we got that.
Fuller does a great job
And
there.
good coverage on that
Creating the block,
interception.
creating penetration, getting the back,
Yeah, the pressure
in the
was
backfield
the main
with the
thing.
tackle
And then he
for
had
loss.
nowhere to throw it until the very end. And
No.
3rd and 9.
yep.
You're in field goal range. We'll see if Matt Rule's thinking 4-down territory here or not. Tries to get some of this back, maybe not
Timeout,
all.
Nebraska.
Had some real confusion.
Do not throw the ball here, man. I don't
8:33
give a
on the
shit if you
clock.
gotta kick a field goal.
I agree,
Not
man.
happy they had to use that timeout.
This is one of those trust your defense games.
We'll take a break as
Since
well.
that
And they're
first
giving you
drive,
every reason to
All
trust
tied
them.
up in Lincoln
Yeah.
at 7.
they gave up a couple of nice shots, but it is a talented offense. It's guaranteed to get something going at some point.
Right. Right.
You know, but they didn't start out terrible like they have in prior weeks. It looked like they were mentally ready to go right from the jump of this game. Basically gave up nothing on that first drive, a first down, but all short stuff. Defense is playing out of their minds today. Shadell says Sat gets cute sometimes. Joe says hit the
Sometimes.
like button. I agree. Don't know what we're at for likes, but help us out. Trying to get to 75.
I think we're just shy of 1,000.
Oh, damn. No, we're at 64. We're trying to get to 75. Help us out.
6,400? Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't bad. That don't sound half
6,400 likes and 134 watching. We have broken the mold.
bad.
Any way we can get this win, I'll take it, man. I don't care if an earthquake happens and the field opens up and Maryland loses so many players to death. Too far?
I mean, it's your picture you're painting, you know?
Oh.
Who's to tell you? Who's to tell you your vision? I can't tell you your truth, Gabe.
My truth. Curtis says, I got the live game. Still listening to you. Thanks, man. Hey, appreciate it, man. It is fun.
Appreciate it,
Hopefully we're synced up enough that we're not too annoyingly behind you
Behind you.
or ahead of you. I'll take that game now, Peacock.
This is another half-hour timeout. Each team has 12 of those apparently now per quarter.
They were showing Alvano on the sideline because they probably going to have him trot out here. I kind of wish he was kicking into the net, but
Who? Albano?
yeah, he's over there just twisting his core. Pause.
Jay Adams and the Raiders.
Oh.
7 o'clock Eastern on NBC and Peacock.
Twisting the
It's
old
Big Ten West
core.
against Big Ten East here in Lincoln, all tied at 7.
Here we go. 20-yard line, 3rd and 9. 4 wide, including Fedoni.
Jeff Sims.
Oh, my!
Down to the ground. Good
They
job
tried a
on
screen.
ball.
Who called the screen?
Came in on a blitz.
Or was that earlier?
That one to the ground to bring up 4th.
Luckily, it gets only... Dude, that could have been a pick six. You realize that.
Jeff Sims.
I'm
That's why I said,
officially
dude,
with
just
you now.
Run the
Both
ball,
of us,
dude.
both of us are finally with the
5,
chat
6
on
yards,
being
pick
mad
up
at
half of it.
Satterfield.
With the ball getting batted down, they bring out the field goal unit.
Tristan Alvano from 38 yards, middle of the field with the wind at his back. In this range, 30 to 39 yards this year. He's made 2 out of 3. This for the lead.
Alvano kicks. Oh, baby! He bent it
Made
like
it.
Beckham.
Nice.
It was headed out and then curved in.
Lead
Let's
Maryland.
go.
For the third quarter, it has been for Matt Rule already. His defense, after creating no turnovers in the first half, creates.
Dude, we have the lead, Gary.
In in the first half, you and I, rightfully so, were basically putting the nail in this one before they didn't.
Yeah.
Before that 15-yarder or whatever backed them out of field goal range.
Yep. That was a big turning point in this game.
But this drive after the second turnover, I feel like play calling wise, you kept a touchdown off the board.
Dude, shout out to Buddha. That toe tap was filthy. That one-footed toe tap was so clean.
I mean, you're shoving the ball down their throat every carry pretty much. The drive before, you punch it in on the ground. And then you get another turnover, and it's like, okay, scrap that. We're going to go back to what we were doing the first half when we thought this game was over.
Giving the ball to Nebraska inside their own territory.
Stupid, man.
Here comes the kickoff. Hopefully it's through the end zone again. It is.
That ball doesn't even land.
It is.
For the second time in a row.
It is out of the end zone.
Comes to Leah Tungavailoa. He had the interception to end the last drive, Kyle, but for the most part, he's been very good today. This drive starts 16 out of 25, 203. One touchdown.
Tua Jr. coming back out,
I'm
folks.
watching this passing game because we talked to Mike Loxley, the head coach, during the week, who says
This
yes,
dude
we lead with the pass,
ever
but we
sees
have
you in
to find
person, he's going to beat
some
your
kind
ass
of
calling
balance.
Tua Jr. all the
Every
time.
single
Imagine if everybody
rushing
called you Chris Jr.
That'd be hilarious. That'd be a funny-ass nickname.
But they just have to get something out of the run game.
Handoff, no. Play action, 5, maybe just 4 yards.
Dude, they are going after the ball, man.
Yep.
Aiden Prather made the catch. Only a 5-yard gain.
We're talking about balance. It may not come from the run game. It may be this quick passing game. You see it there with the 5-yard hitch route.
Ooh, Joe says we're at
Hill's made
72
so many
likes.
steps, man.
We're close, y'all. Yeah, he has.
Create balance as well.
Handoff, stretching it
there.
out to the edge.
Good.
What?
Oh, man.
No.
Who was that?
That was
Butler?
Butler. Yeah, he just couldn't get him
Damn,
down.
man. That was nice speed.
Yes, it
Suit and
was.
everything. Just couldn't wrap it.
Just an incredible individual effort there by Roman Hemby. Able to break the tackle in the
Damn.
backfield.
That would have been real big.
This Maryland offense, it seems like every time they try to run the ball, it's end around.
Nice, thanks,
Up the
Joe.
gut, blowed up.
Couple yards, but not
And
much.
after those two plays, Kyle, we can say Maryland is on the positive side of the rushing game today.
Yeah, they've stuck at 0 yards for a while. You know, some of that comes from these negative plays and sacks, but we just keep talking about it. They have to find some semblance of balance.
Hemby remains the tailback, second down 8.
Handoff. Nice tackle. Robinson. Oh, Robinson looks hurt, bro. Please get up, big boy. All right, they help him up, but he looks a little shaken. He's calling for a.
Happy.
He's
Like a
holding his
stinger,
arm
bust up his
limp.
shoulder. Things just dangling.
Two possessions so far in this second half, and all they have to show for it is 2 turnovers.
Huge third down.
Appreciate you, John.
About this offense needing to create some momentum, build some confidence.
3rd and 7. Can we get a crucial stop here before they get into field goal range? Snap. Throw it over the middle. That's going to be a first down. Nice hit by Omar, though.
That was a good play call.
And that receiver's calling for a sub after that hit.
Pushes up, finds the hole in the zone coverage. Snaps the route off.
Not going to get one. They put it back in there.
Deliver the football and pick up the first down.
He told us during the week teams were not playing them with aggressive man coverage like they show on tape. They've been sitting back and playing zone. Little play action this time.
Drops all the way back. Looks. Oh, how is that a flag? Bro, they're going to give him 15 more yards, bro. They're going to say that was a late hit.
There's no way.
That
was as bang as it gets.
Is it going to be that or is it going to be a hold?
We'll check in with Brian Banks.
Holding. You don't know
Let's
shit, Gabe.
go. I don't know ball, baby. I do not know ball. And I've never been so happy.
Never been so happy to be so ignorant.
Yeah. Ignorance can be bliss. Ignorance can be bliss sometimes, man.
You see Corey Bullock here, the right guard.
Definitely held him.
Yeah.
Just grabs enough cloth there to pick up the holding penalty, negating the explosive play.
Damn, Bruce, that sucks, man. I'm watching Peacock. I don't know how I'm so far ahead of you.
First down 20.
Tua, Jr., rolls out to the right. Gonna throw it short. Nice hit! Omar knocks it loose. No completion, so they're gonna lose a couple of yards that they could have had there.
So with Talia telling us the teams have been
Give me a second, dude. I gotta run back upstairs. Everybody's coming back in.
You'll do what I say, and you'll go upstairs, and I'll wait.
Tagovailoa telling us that, okay, teams show man all week, and we see that. Then we show up, and they play deep zone against us. He used words like patient, methodical, precise, having to throw short and just work their way downfield.
Snap.
Second down.
He drops back, under pressure, flushed up into the pocket, out of the pocket. 5 yards, maybe 6 yard gain. 7 at most. 5? Gonna have a 3rd and 15, folks.
Coverage because of all the explosive playmakers they have and Talia's ability to get the ball to them downfield. Now, on the other side of it is, when you're sitting at 1st and 20 because of a penalty, Nebraska's just going to play deep zone coverage and make you throw the ball in front of them and come up and make a tackle.
3rd and 15. Shotgun. 4 wide. 1 in the backfield. He's back to block. No, he's going to roll out. Oh, come on! Oh, my God!
And a strong finish. The exclamation point.
They threw that ball like 10 yards short of the first down and still got it.
Picked up 19 yards.
Talk about 3rd down and 15. There aren't a lot of plays on the call sheet for 3rd and 15. You see it there. It's just a short completion, and then the individual effort from Jayshon Jones to break the tackle, stay in bounds, and pick up the first down.
Averages 5 catches in each Big Ten game so far, the best for Maryland. And that was his 4th and a big one.
That's bad, bro.
Rush,
Pressure, they throw it short.
And the completion falling out to the 34-yard line is Colby McDonald.
Hutmacher did a good job reading the screen.
Yeah,
he knew the second he got through there untouched to bounce out.
This is some of that balance that
They
we're
still got decent yards off of
hoping
it, but
to see
could
from
have
the
been
Maryland
bigger.
offense. It might not be a run on 1st and 10 to pick up 4 yards, but you hit the screen pass, you get 4 yards. It's an efficient play.
Now, can they please do what we like to do, and after a 4-yard gain on 1st down, just throw 2 horrible passes and punt it?
14 yards rushing.
Handoff up the gut, out of shotgun. That's going to get a first down. Good hit by Tommy Hill.
The catch for 4 and now a run inside for 8. And the chains move for the Terps.
One of the things about this 3-3-5, we've been talking about it throughout the broadcast. 3 down linemen, 3 linebackers, 5 DBs. There's a lot of air in that front because you have so many DBs on the field. McDonald able to find
shotgun. No running back in the backfield with him. Throws it short, screen, wide receiver screen. Blah, 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 blown up, Gary.
They brought the house on that one, too.
Yes, sir.
Usually they got them 5, 6 guy fronts. 1 or 2 drops back, they all
The
came.
Nebraska defense was ready for that one. Said, okay, if you're not going to run the ball on 1st and 10, you're going to try to find other ways. To
Great
create
1st down
efficient plays.
defense.
We're ready for it. They were able to be there on that one.
Just saw Tony White on the sideline, the defensive coordinator for Nebraska. First one besides Phil Snow to coordinate the defense for
Robinson's back in the game, bro.
Said the plan today was to get after the quarterback.
They're bringing pressure. Nope, just 4. Just 4. Just 4.
Good protection.
Throw out to the edge. He falls out of bounds. This is going to be like 3rd and 7.
Downfield today, Caden Prather catches that one.
Oh, it was incomplete?
Now he's kept his eyes downfield when he leaves
Really?
the pocket. That time he got 7.
Said 3rd and 14.
No, they said 3rd and 7 just now.
Picking up the blitz.
The thing at the bottom said 3rd and
Here it is
14.
again.
Oh, he definitely got it.
Escaping out the left
Yep.
side of the pocket, remaining a passer, keeping his eyes downfield. Delivers a strike.
3rd and 6.
Please get a stop.
Throwing short.
Please get a stop. Shotgun. No one in the backfield again.
Position. False start.
And false start, baby! Let's go.
5-yard penalty. It's still third down.
Penalties. Mike Loxley, his look says it all. It's 7 in the first
What's this
half.
dude doing?
Second one on this drive. And now the Terrapins have to convert third down 11 once again.
God, this is the longest game. Not even fourth quarter yet.
Seriously.
Got a little time. Play clock down to 4.
Tua Jr. steps up into the pocket, gonna run, he's short. He's definitely
just
short. You think they go for it?
See how aggressive wants to be after a gain of 10 when they needed 11.
He wants to.
And there was no decision there at all. The field goal unit comes out.
Field goal unit is coming out, though,
Talia's
folks.
Surveying the defense. We talked about this zone coverage. Nebraska drops everybody out in zone coverage. Talia does a great job.
See, man, if you run the ball and actually get a touchdown on that last possession instead of a field goal, you kind of force them to go.
We'll see what decision Mike Loxley makes here.
Or at least make it a lot tougher for him to just run the field goal team out.
I don't know that he didn't get it. I would imagine it's possible he didn't get it, but it kind of looked like he fell forward over the line.
Yeah, but he slid to it.
Yeah, it just depends on when his knee went down.
I'll tell you when his knee went down.
Please do, because I don't know when. Oh, my God. Can we just pause the game, everybody take a 3 or 4 hour nap, come back and finish watching the rest of it?
Actually watch it uninterrupted.
What are you going to do after this? You going out to the deer blinds?
Going back out. Yeah, that's why I'm hoping this hurries up and wraps up, man. It gets dark like 4:30 here.
Maybe go out to your car to record a post-game video right after the game.
Yeah. I mean, if this game would wrap up,
Seriously.
Super likely, but
well, you know, we could make it a short video, like it should be,
like the good Lord intended.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Patriot says he's down when he starts to slide. I hope so. I believe it. It's likely, but it was closer than I thought initially. We'll take that game now, Peacock. We'll take that game now, Peacock. Good Lord, bro. They're making billions off of these commercials.
Brutal.
I almost feel like it feels longer when you're not watching commercials. You're just staring at this fucking Five Nights at Freddy's screen. All right, we're back.
Oh, there's a game on? Oh, that's right. Nebraska plays today.
Oh, yeah, we are mid-game. Forgot. They're going for it, folks. Unreal. Hopefully they're just going to try to get us off sides.
Get up tighter on the DB or the receivers down here, man.
They go. They hit a. Oh, baby!
Blowed up.
Big Daddy Hut Mocker. Big Daddy Hut. Big Daddy.
Both there to greet him. And a turnover on down.
You don't out pizza the Hut, okay?
Absolutely huge. Can we please, for the love of all that's holy, not
milk
do
the clock?
Dumb as shit passes and give them the ball right back. with a whole quarter to go.
I'd like to break the Guinness Book of World Records longest possession in college football.
They've turned it over twice, and now they have one turnover on downs as well.
Sims, handoff, but keeps it, breaks a tackle,
There
grabs
you go.
4. I love
Stand
it.
there for a half hour. Keep the clock going. Don't blow the whistle.
Beautiful, and we're going to be able to run out this quarter. Do not you dare snap this ball.
They're not lighting it up, but after Heinrich Harburg, the starting quarterback,
Dude, that defense is
in that first half, it has been much better under
just like in full sync, man.
Yep.
I mean, that drive, they had some gaffes, some missed tackles, but they were tougher on chases or whatnot. But
as I just mentioned, they create 2 turnovers, and also
between the 2 turnovers, that stop on 4th and 1 or whatever, to me, is just as good as a turnover. I mean, I know technically it's getting, but I mean, like a takeaway almost. Took points off the boards. They could have easily tied it.
See, did that shot of the crowd look like a sellout? Like, it didn't even look close to a sellout. Why are they calling that a sellout?
I don't know. Well, it's just because the tickets got sold. AKA the boosters.
It feels...
bought up whenever people left.
Yeah, it just feels shallow, you know? I feel like it's a bad look. You know what it feels like? It's like a bald guy that has the hair on the sides of his head and is still rocking it like that, but like wears a hat, but like you can see the hair on the side of his head. It's like long. It's like, what are you doing? And no one thinks that you have hair, bro. No one thinks that that looks good. You're just embarrassing yourself because you're too prideful to admit to everybody that you're bald. All right, and this is coming from personal experience from a bald-headed man. Like if I'm a LSU fan, all right, and I tune this game in, and I hear about how Nebraska's crowds are almost as good as, swamp crowds, and I see this, I'm thinking, yeah, I mean, these dudes are they're just fake. They're just acting like they have sellouts when they don't.
It's like you average a triple-double, but more often than not, at the end of the game, on a fast break, you purposely blow a layup so you can get your own rebound to get it.
Yeah, or like Westbrook, you can see on tape that your teammates have been letting you get rebounds.
They just box out so you can get,
MWI said Gabe bald shaming.
Yeah, we haven't had a fat shame.
I will shame a bald guy that's trying to fake like he still has his hair by growing the sides out. That is unacceptable in 2023. I'll take that stream now, Peacock. I don't want to watch Five Nights at Freddy's. I definitely don't want to watch The Voice. I would settle for Scrubs at this point.
Why don't they play shows that they have on Peacock since they don't have commercials instead of the commercials?
Why don't they show commercials, bro? Try to sell me some downy fucking softener here. Like, what are we doing? I feel like they're gaslighting me into going insane. Bruce Davis, yeah, we're both from Nebraska. I moved away when I was like 17, but then have moved back and moved away a couple times since. Gary's a lifer. He'll never leave Nebraska under any circumstance. Yeah, Ty is playing really good.
Here on Big Ten Saturday, presented by Geico. We didn't expect a lot of points, but we were hoping for a tight game. We got exactly that. 10-7, Nebraska on top. They trailed 7-0 at halftime. They forced 2 turnovers on defense, and also moments ago, Turnover on downs and 4th and less than a yard on the +17.
Oh boy, here we go. Shotgun for Jeff Sims.
Run.
It's going to be a throw or a QB draw. It's a QB draw. Tries to bounce it out. Oh my.
That's a flag.
And Maryland has it. Ball knocked out by Donnell Brown. Penalty marker is also on the 15-yard line. And Maryland has recovered the fumble. We'll see if that stands. Would be the 3rd turnover of the afternoon by Nebraska and the 2nd from Sims. Kellen Wyatt, the linebacker, recovered the fumble.
There is no foul on the play. The ruling on the field is a fumble recovered by Maryland. It'll be 1st and 10.
What was the flag?
I
can't hear it.
So far, goes back
They said
to the
no
Maryland
foul.
Side,
No
they
foul.
create one early in the
Fumble.
Donnell Brown knocked that one out. Wyatt came up to recover.
Jeff Sims trying to use his legs there, expend the play. You've got to have ball security. You know,
So that great defensive stand on 4th and 1 is all for
Was for
nothing.
absolutely nothing.
Looks like he got his hand on it and knocks it out.
It was worth about
Absolutely
30
nothing.
seconds off the clock, and now they've got a full set of downs to punch it in.
It's basically like they got a first down on the play.
All the scoring has come right here
You know?
this way.
Basically what
Yeah,
that
exactly.
equates to.
And that was
Just like, go take a break, we'll give you that first down in a minute.
Yeah.
Backfield for Tagovailoa.
So catch your
22 out of
breath.
32 so far today.
Pressure!
Hold
Oh my! Wow!
Butler.
Wow!
No,
Buford!
Buford. My bad, my bad.
Wow! Showed up! Wow!
He did not see him coming.
No!
Moves over to the corner.
Shot out of a cannon.
Being out, and they bring the corner pressure there off the
Didn't
edge.
see him to the very last
So he never
second.
sees it.
Dude, every
Corner
player
blitz.
on offense should be giving at least half of their NIL money to the defensive players.
Yes.
A loss and forcing them
You
out of
gave
the
them the
game.
ball
Great job
in
by
better
Buford
field
for
position
delaying that at the
than they had when defense took it away, and they're on the verge of getting them out of field goal range.
Shotgun snap. Pressured again. Steps up. Hits a short route out to the right side and maybe got 4 yards back.
He got 6 of those yards back. And Maryland has had success on 3rd down here in this second half.
Dude, do we dare come away with not letting them score here? Is that possible?
And at 3rd and 15, you don't have to get it all.
It's possible the way defense is playing, but
Maybe put yourself back in
you're getting in that territory again where it's like, okay, man, the defense has done more than enough to win this game, and you just keep going. No, not enough. No, not enough. Go do it again. Go do it again. Like, eventually,
Pressured.
the house.
Oh!
To the 18-yard line.
Did he
All right,
catch
they're
it?
going to get a field goal attempt at least out of this. He caught it.
Tackled by Tommy Hill. At the very
That was a
Nice
good throw and
throw.
catch because Hill had that covered nice,
And here comes the field goal team.
or at least closed on it nice. I guess I shouldn't say how well it was
Tony
covered.
White brings pressure again.
Yeah, he covered that. That was good
Talia
defense.
Tagovailoa able to get the ball out of his hands. As we said,
It was just a really good
get you back
timing
in
throw.
comfortable field goal range. Have a chance to tie the game up with
Like
the field goal.
perfect timing.
It would have been
A fraction of a
45
second later,
yards,
that's beat.
ironically, late in that 3rd quarter, had they decided to kick the field goal.
A miss would be incredible here.
So now he
Or a
gets
block. We need a Newsom. Is Newsom out? Is he hurt?
Kicks away and it's good.
And Jack Howes has it right
I'm
down
not
the
sure.
I keep seeing Brown and Hartzog and Hill as
middle.
the
Early in the 4th.
corners.
Teams looking to get to win number 6 on the season. We're all tied at 10.
10-10, folks. Huskers coming back out, and what are we gonna do, man? What are we gonna do? Because no matter what we do at quarterback, we turn the ball over.
Yeah, but I mean, I know not just me. People have been screaming it all season long. Go with a fullback and hand the ball. Let your running backs run. Just keep pounding the ball up the middle. You're not gonna get these where a quarterback can break it for 30-yard gash plays, but just keep the clock going and keep the ball moving forward.
Is that too much to ask of Satterfield?
I mean, it's like the most simplest version of football. Like, just go run into the wall as many times as you can and hope that it ends up breaking. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to give them the ball back, do it on a punt so it's down the other end and you burn clock in the process.
Force them to beat you. Don't hand it to them because you are going to hand it to them. Bruce,
Yeah.
I would love to see Purdy play. I don't care the situation. I don't care that he hasn't played. That was an ugly fumble, bro. He didn't even begin to get tackled. They just ran next to him and slapped it out of his hands like a bitch.
Did they even hit the ball? It looked like he just hit his arm and the ball fell. Like he was afraid he was gonna mark up the ball. Like he's trying to be careful. Like, I don't want to crush this thing. Like he's carrying a giant Fabergé egg or some shit.
All right, we might as well watch Five Nights at Freddy's at this point. Just go ahead and pop that on real quick. Shadell says, stop using the QB so much. Run with Johnson. Yeah, Johnson and Grant. Johnson and Grant.
Johnson and Grant, Bonner, bring some of them receivers, them track stars into motion, try to run them on the. There's different shit you can do to make the defense not be able to just stack the box, even though you still want to run. You would think a good offensive coordinator would have some variations where you can be one-dimensional as far as running or passing goes, but have variations where it's not easy to just.
We didn't have any points after the first quarter.
Stop, you know what I mean? Running the ball doesn't mean you just have to run the egg. You have to stack the box and shut it down. Mix up your run game a little bit.
Luke Longvall. That's who I was thinking of.
Oh, when you're talking about quarterbacks, I forgot all about that, dude.
Each one of these teams thinking about a sixth victory, which would be eligible. It would be the first time in 6 years for Nebraska, and it would be the third season in a row for Maryland.
Kick is away.
We've not seen any kind of kickoffs return going this way. And Jeff Sims started this game as the backup quarterback to Heinrich Harburg.
Was that Quentin Ives back there?
To the field, Kyle. He started the first two games, but Matt Rule saw his team go 0-2, and he saw his quarterback and Jeff Sims have 6 turnovers. So with his 25 total starts coming at Georgia Tech,
can Tommy Hill play quarterback?
Headset on, didn't want to be there.
Seriously.
Didn't get much time either. 7 games since going to the bench.
Sure.
0 passes. Only had 3 runs.
Oh, my mom. Ask my mom.
Pretty well. 8 out of 12 for 62 yards.
Sims gonna throw. Thank you, Satterfield.
We're gonna pass the ball.
I'm gonna fucking lose it.
We're gonna pass the ball.
I want Satterfield fired.
I want Satterfield fired. I want Jeff Sims and Heinrich Harburg off of the campus before clock hit zeros.
Again, this Nebraska offense.
What are we doing?
All year long, our turnovers.
If I don't see
what are we doing?
If I don't see Purdy on the next play,
Billy Hemp comes out of the corner, breaks it flat. Jeff Sims thinking he's going to push it high on top of that corner and delivers the football directly to
this is coaching malpractice, bro.
Matt Rule knows this all too well. Is one of the first things we talked about today. The Cornhuskers coming into this one. More giveaways than any team in the nation. 4 more today, 3 interceptions, 1 fumble. Hemby off the right side picks his way out to the 46-yard line. And he picks up 3. The team has a lot of fight. They run the ball well. They play good defense.
I'm speechless, bro. We're supposed to be doing a fucking show right now, and I can't even think of a word to say because I'm just so shocked, bro. Purdy, baby! Purdy warming up! Chubba time!
Giving it right back.
Comes in, immediately throws a pick.
Middle, and he finds some space and a Maryland first down.
I mean, this has to be the most, like you said, we're so demoralized we're not even talking, which is the whole purpose of this. How do you think the defense is, you know what I mean? They have to be just completely
They have to be like, you're fucking
deflated.
joking me, aren't you? There's no way he just threw that ball straight to the defense. Our quarterbacks look like they are in gambling debt, severe gambling debt. Deep throw, that's,
Let me guess.
luckily,
That Hill?
I didn't see who it was, but that was luckily out of range to be caught.
Talia had Caden Prayer on the shot down the right sideline.
Oh, that was a nice double move,
Bit
bro.
on the double move.
But that was a beautiful route.
Running so wide open off the double move. He's got to put a little bit more air under it. Let Prather run.
Sauce Gardner ain't sticking with that, Gary.
Just missed, and that stops a streak of 6 consecutive completions for
Well, we're about to find out if he's even worse, Steven.
Second down 10. Corner blitz. In trouble.
Oh my God, we
Nice
had
move.
him.
Easily a first down and inside the 20 and slides.
We had him dead to rights in the backfield, bro.
The first would-be sacker in the backfield and had wide open Green in front of him for 22 yards.
We've seen Tagovailoa all day. When he moves outside the pocket, remain a passer. Look for his receivers downfield. He gets out of the pocket there. There's no one around. He had no other choice.
I'm sick,
Ducks
man.
The football there, picks up a huge game.
I don't want this anymore.
I'd like to take this opportunity to formally apologize to anyone I disagree with on the Satterfield take.
On Satterfield, me too. I'm right there with you.
It's beyond what we were saying about the personnel is still true, but
Good
it's
tackle.
complete incompetence. I can't think of that's not a strong enough word.
The run game from this Maryland offense.
I don't know, man.
is not
Your
only important,
mental,
but keep balanced.
your lack of
We've mentioned
just
it doesn't
basic.
have to be
I don't know, dude.
the run game.
What are you
The
doing?
extensions of the run
What
game.
are you doing as a team that is only ever good when you're running the ball? You just turn the ball over because God damn, dude. You take the dude with the most fumbles in the history of football, and you're like, we'll have you carry the ball. And he turns the ball over. And then you go, damn, that sucks.
Balls
You know
loose,
what we'll do?
baby! Balls loose! Please. Please.
He's pointing. He's pointing.
They always point.
Buford's about it. Maryland's got their hand on their helmet. Upset.
Huskers ball, baby.
Gift says we got it. Zebra
It's
say we got
Chubba
it.
time.
Hey,
It's
let's put
Chubba
Sims
time.
in. Hey, Satterfield, just throw the shit out of the ball, will ya?
Yeah, hey Satterfield, why don't we do a Hail Mary here on our own goal line? You dumb bitch.
Sometimes you say last team to have the ball. Maybe it'll be the last team to turn over the ball. Here today, Hemby. There's the fumble. The Huskers come up with it. And they'll be on offense when we come back. All tied at 10.
I mean, we are so lucky to be in the position we're in, bro. And
We're so
unlucky.
lucky for Tony White in that defense, man. Like, we were talking about how USC, he's popping up already as the next defensive coordinator, and like Nebraska's got to open the checkbook, and they've got to make sure that whatever the amount is, you have to pay to keep him until there's a head coaching job available, because obviously he's gonna want to move up. But at this point, it's like, if Matt Rule, who we've both talked about how happy we are with him, if he is so incompetent that he's going to let Satterfield keep being incompetent and doing and pulling the shit he pulls, and the offense is so bad, imagine how much better that defense and Tony White would look if the offense did even a little below average. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
it's
they're
almost
so
like, dude,
far below
if I'm
average.
Tony White, he doesn't have any ties to Nebraska. You know what I mean? Like, what I would be like, nah, dude, I'm out of here. I would get an NFL job in 2 years if I was doing with the job I'm doing right now with almost any other Power 5 team.
And I'd say I loved Nebraska. It was a great experience. I loved those kids. I loved being in Nebraska. The fans are unbelievable, but they were going nowhere fast, and I had better opportunities.
You imagine if USC had him having their defense play anything close to this? Like, they'd be talking about him at like the Raiders job, or you know what I mean? Like some of these bigger jobs. I mean, maybe not. I don't mean to be that. Whatever you want to call it.
That last play call where we threw the interception felt like a middle finger from Satterfield to every Husker fan. Just like, fuck you, I'm doing what I want to do. And you're all just going to have to sit there and watch.
Dude, this game has got to get going, man.
You'll sit there, you'll look at Five Nights at Freddy and enjoy it.
Hey, Chubba, go inside your own end zone and take a snap now for your first real minutes of the season.
Hand off, we get a couple yards.
That was Emmett Johnson. We've had 5 turnovers in the second half alone. Maryland is +1 overall. Jeff Sims on the sideline, but the most recent one caused by Javin Wright comes in right there. He had the interception.
Javin Wright has just been
he knocked it out. And the ball
unreal.
was by defensive end Ty Robinson.
Absolutely unreal today.
5 turnovers in the second
Player
half.
of the game.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And now the third quarterback, Purdy, in the game.
I mean, that's probably with the 2.
Has played in 3 games this year.
Chuba keeps it. Chuba out to the edge. Chuba with the first down. Boom! Shakalaka, let's go. He ain't as fast as either of them, but he can scoot a little bit. He's a physical runner.
He looked good there.
Yep.
It wasn't easy.
Well, it's never easy being cheesy.
Couple of seasons here at Nebraska.
Joe, I'll take a non-turnover. I'll take him just not turning the ball over. I don't even need him to score us points. How about he just reverses field for us and puts them in a bad position?
He's been out ever since. That happened in the first half.
That would be baby steps.
Has been a turnover machine.
Chuba's only a sophomore. He's like a 30-year-old sophomore.
Seriously. And delay of game.
Play clock went down to 0 there.
Timeout, Nebraska. Second and a half.
Smart timeout by Rule.
We got the timeout called just before the play clock went to 0.
Greg says Chuba literally can't play any worse than Sims. I completely agree. He could throw an interception every 5 times he drops back, and it wouldn't be worse than Sims.
As Purdy comes
Y'all
in the
gonna
game
make
here,
me act a fool.
Starts last year.
Y'all gonna make me go all out. Y'all gonna make me stab Satterfield. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gonna make me bomb his house.
Must have ran out of streamable deals to show us during that timeout.
Right.
Gets him a spot on the bench. And now Purdy does have the #1 rushing offense in the Big Ten to lean on if they want to make it all about the ground game here with their third quarterback.
Shotgun snap, gonna hand it off. Gonna get 1 yard for Emmett.
To the 20-yard line.
I'll take it.
Penetration there. Gain of only 2. Jay Sean Barham, the linebacker. We have been calling the names of the talented linebackers here for the Terrapins quite a bit in the backfield in Nebraska. Now they face 2nd down 8.
On shotgun again. I guess they gave us 2 yards, calling it 2nd and 8.
Yeah, I thought it was 2, a yard and a half.
Bedoni in motion, goes to the other side. It looks like they're in zone. Hand off, keeper, hand off for another couple yards.
Burham with another tackle. Gain of only 2. And at some point here, they will have to throw with Purdy, who's thrown only 2 passes this entire season.
And the base down and distance, I think we're going to see a lot of that. You may see some of Purdy with his legs. They're just trying to get to these third and manageable.
Purdy.
This young
Shotgun, running the clock down. I like that.
3rd down and 6 on the edge of comfort there for 3rd and manageable.
You don't even need a pass here, dude. Just run it. You don't get the first.
1 out of 7 on 3rd down.
Looks to pass. Nice throw from Purdy to Kemp. Woo! Almost all the way to midfield. Let's go.
Catch and run, Kemp. Good throw.
Let's go. Joe,
I would have been perfectly fine with a run.
Golf Pro Joe is punching the air right now.
Sure, take that.
Offenses in the country, and they've also done an incredible job keeping their quarterbacks clean in the pocket. Purdy's able to sit back in the pocket there, deliver a big completion to convert on 3rd down.
Got to feel good for Purdy. He was 0 for 2 coming into this game. Very limited opportunities until today.
Purdy, handoff, gonna keep it, gonna get hit out to the edge, gonna grab us 5-6 yards. Fighting!
I see you.
Tough runner. He ain't the fastest, but he's not gonna just shy away from contact,
but he's
man.
not the turnover he is
yet.
Either.
He might be.
No, he would have by now if he had. He might, but I'm saying it's not. He can't be worse than them, or he would already had a turnover.
True that.
He had a big run for a 1st down around the right side to get out from near his own goal line. Picks up 9.
Finally, a quarterback that doesn't seem scared of his own shadow.
57 yards already.
2nd and 1. Handoff up the Gutsky. Let's
nice
go.
Run.
Let's go.
Get
What do
off
you
me.
know?
Cut back.
What do you know?
Cut back. This boy can move.
And you know what? It's like you started tiring them out, and finally you break one. What do you effing know?
It's weird. I wish I had thought of that, week 1.
Excellent run.
Whoop.
Great run, man. His best
Whoop.
run.
Whoop.
It's the jump cut to get outside, then the cut back for more yards. I think late through the 4th quarter, we're going to see a lot more of this Nebraska offense continuing to lean on Emmett Johnson.
It's crazy that the same offense with one different player and some
Purdy
better play
keeper.
calling
Purdy
looks
keeper.
so different.
Purdy, break it.
Hold on to that ball, dude. How does the offense all of a sudden look so serviceable? By one player being different and the play calling being exactly what we've been asking for.
May not be a conventional run, but Purdy.
I hope we find out after the game. Matt Rule goes, or maybe he won't say it, but Rule took over the play calling and decided he was going with Purdy. And you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Big time drive led by the run. They had 1 conversion on the pass to Kemp.
They can't stop the run. Don't get cute. Just keep running it.
Keeper again for Purdy. He's going to throw it away.
And he throws it away because he's not an idiot.
Genius. Big brain.
Thank you.
How do you like that, Golf Pro Joe?
How do you like that?
Third string quarterback in at a pivotal time in a close game.
Don't show Sims. I don't want to see Sims or Harburg right now. Get them off my screen.
It is tough to be in that mentality to keep yourself ready, but in comes Purdy, and down the field the Huskers go. 10th play of this drive.
Shotgun. Handoff, up gut, don't care. Lose a yard,
don't care at all.
Don't care. Infinitely preferable.
You don't want this ball snapped until it's inside of 4 seconds.
Seriously.
The backup always knows. They're one play away.
JD, that's a good question. Maybe Purdy doesn't have a lot of reps with the option. I mean, they weren't running it before Purdy came in. I think they should be.
Just never know when your opportunity is going to come.
I like what they're doing, man. It's a simple play call scheme, setup.
Takes a look to his sideline. The play caller is actually in the booth. Offensive
Watch Fedoni on the bottom, man. They got all them receivers up top.
Play clock down to 2.
Purdy drops back to pass. Oh!
Get in there. Oh, fuck.
This time it's
Why are you dialing up
I take it back, Golf Pro Joe. I take it back. Fire Satterfield. Fire Satterfield.
If you're Nebraska there, you almost, it's third down. You have an inexperienced.
Why are we passing in the fucking red zone? You got down there running the ball.
I understand you want
Satterfield
That's
is
twice, man.
Satterfield's a
God damn
joke,
it.
bro. Satterfield is an actual joke.
Maybe you break it for a touchdown. At the very worst, you escape.
Actual fucking joke, bro. Actual fucking joke. Your third string quarterback is in there moving the ball on the ground for you, and you ask him to throw the ball. It's just unbelievable, bro.
In a short field, you're in the end zone, dude. You're not getting spacing. You're not getting guys over the top stretching safeties. It's way easier to pass defend when you're in that tight of a field. You can't throw the ball all year, but you want to dial up these pass plays every time in the red zone, and then you're shocked, well, we can't be turning the ball over in the red zone. Yeah, no shit, dude. Maybe stick with what got you in the red zone.
Still credit there. Playing his corner position, lined up outside.
I think he should be fired at the end of the game. I'm dead ass serious.
8 turnovers already in the rearview mirror. Maryland back on offense. Here comes a blitz. Ball batted at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, baby.
Batted right out of the hand of Tagovailoa.
If Hutmacher could have got his thick neck turned around in time.
How much are we going to ask of this defense, man?
There we see Maryland's miscues. Lost a couple of fumbles.
We're going to ask them to do everything. They're going to have to wash the laundry after the game, too.
I mean, the defense is playing its ass off, getting takeaways. They're shooting themselves in the foot with all these penalties, and we still can't get any kind of points. Because we have an offensive play caller who thinks he's playing Madden.
Tagovailoa is 24 out of 36, dancing in the pocket and way offline.
Wow. Incomplete. Dude, I can totally see why Maryland's on a 4-game losing streak. They're just almost just as funky as we are. But not nearly as funky if you think about it, turnover-wise. Not even close.
I don't know this game.
I'll tell you what's what.
Yeah, they're not even close, is what I was saying.
Good boy. 3rd and 10.
Come on, D. We haven't asked for you to do shit all game. Can you
Yeah.
pull one play out of your
defense. Could you stand up and
Could you
do
finally
your
do
job?
something? Oh, I'm sorry, defense. Could you?
Tua throws
You're not
it
able to
deep.
score 21.
Ay!
Flag.
Tommy Hill had the tight coverage. Quite possibly too tight on 3rd and 10.
Number 31, defense. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
Ty Felton is the intended receiver here. He had the big reception late in the first half and a touchdown.
This stream, man, it's so grainy. I can't see it. Does he grab Hill first and then jump?
I don't know. He was definitely.
Or are they
grabbing
just
the back
getting
of
Hill
his
because he
head on
didn't
the
turn
way
his
up.
head?
Just gives him a chance on the 50-50 ball.
I mean, it looks like pass interference. You can't make contact and run into him if you're not turned. Like, if he turns his head and he's going for the ball, it's fine. It's not like he grabbed him or pushed him type pass interference, but you got to get your head around if you're going to make contact.
Just showed the penalties, and then Maryland for Mike Loxley has 10 already. That was the first penalty against Nebraska. First down and 10. Roman Henby, right side. Nice little hole initially. Got to the 40.
Careful!
Let's get another 15 yards for him.
For the love of God,
Damn.
Reimer, calm down.
That's a gain of 6. And there was a point here this second half where I was sharing that Maryland had 0 rushing yards. Well, they're all the way up to 71, well behind Nebraska's 183. But at least it's now been a part of the positivity that you can try and find with the Maryland offense in the second half.
Handoff, up the gut ski.
He might have
Close
got
to
it
a
on
first. He
second
might have
effort.
got it. Yep.
He's been the featured back and also caught passes out of the backfield. Gets 5 that time.
God,
Says
this
they're
game's long
down.
as shit, and we're probably going to get overtime.
Third down, well less than a yard.
Just let the deer know that they're safe, okay?
You got to give offensive
Well,
coordinator Josh Gaddis credit. It's really
it's
easy to
after
abandon
one.
the run game when you have 0 yards in the first half. stuck with it, continues to lean on it, even when they haven't seen the results they want. And we are starting to see this Maryland team run the football better in the second half.
3rd and inches, and they are in shotgun. Crowd getting hella loud. Handoff, up gut. Got it. I mean, he really
good defense,
got stopped right at the line, but
Yeah.
I think he got it. They only needed inches.
Coming off of his worst game, he had 5 attempts for 0 yards last week in the blowout loss to Penn State. The Terrapins had negative rushing yards on that afternoon. Delayed blitz comes in.
Drops back. Nice throw. 4 yards at most.
One of the 4 tight ends that plays here for this Maryland offense, and he gets 4 yards.
Yeah, Maryland just tried to sneak Preston Howard.
Clock is going.
Both wide receivers on the left side running drag routes, trying to run some interference and have Preston Howard sneak out the backside there.
Robinson coming off the field.
Tagovailoa hasn't hit 300.
Shotgun. 2nd and 6.
He's at 260.
Snap. Handoff. Out to the edge. He's going to break one. He's going to break one. He's in field goal range, folks, with the wind at their backs.
Second level. Safety Marquise Buford with the tackle. Gain of 21.
We've talked so much about this Maryland Terrapin run game in the mix of gap and zone. They're able to hit the big zone play out the right side there.
Mix a run pass working now for Tagovailoa. And he's got another completion. Deiches, the tight end. Catch
Big first down, even closer in field goal range.
That'll
That'll do her.
it, folks.
Yep.
Gain of 11 yards to the wide receiver / tight end.
Satterfield deserves lethal injection at the end of this
Jesus
game.
Christ.
Conversation with him this week, you recognize the guy who was once a
Oh.
to catch it more than block.
Just
Like you were back in the day at Notre Dame, but he is
tie off his arm,
Certainly a lot more
give him
athletic
the
than I
juice,
I was a skinny basketball player at one point in
and
my
say
life.
goodbye to his family.
His coaches keep telling him he's got to put on weight to be a tight end, but look, there's a lot of really good tight ends
5
in the
wide.
NFL that are only 225, 230.
Has 5 catches for 40 yards. Linebacker.
They throw it out, short wide receiver screen. He breaks a
Breaks
tackle, breaks another one, another first down. Ball
Ball's
pops
out.
out, but it was the ground. Ground caused that fumble, I think.
Had to have my
Yeah, I
fumble
think
call
so.
ready here.
The rule on field is the
Now,
runner
that's
is
a gain of
down
10.
after obtaining the line of the gain. It's first down.
Jayshon Jones with an excellent effort there to get those 10 yards.
And they ruled
Timeout,
Jayshon Jones
Maryland.
down by contact. Just an incredible job here of great contact
Nice
balance.
block in the back.
He keeps his feet, able to get it just enough yards for a first down.
Maryland on the move here with only 30.
Oh my God, dude. Rushy G, what's going on? Says absolute dog shit play calling. It was like coaching malpractice. You know, it was like
It was worse than dog shit. It was as
Yeah.
bad as Harburg and Sims played. Satterfield play calling was 10 times worse.
just unbelievable, man. I mean, we marched all the way down the field, probably, what was it, like 90 yards or more? And you
A couple times.
You get right
There
on
was a
the-
couple drives where you ran the ball well, you get right down inside the 30 or so, and then turn the ball over because now you want to mix shit up and start doing what you haven't been able to do all year.
Yeah. Guys, this game is not over, although it feels it.
It is.
They could miss a
Even if
kick.
it goes to overtime.
They could
so
miss
what?
a-
So it goes to overtime, then what?
And
We get the
you
ball first, turn
you
it
get a-
over, and then they go
or
kick
you
a
get a
field
pick
goal, or
six.
they score,
or
and
you get a
then
pick six.
You're not getting a pick six.
Okay, a scoop and score. Fumble recovery. Yeah? What do you think about that?
Sound as dumb as Satterfield right now.
I'm just saying the possibilities. It is a possibility.
Oh, I mean, it's a possibility that one coach anywhere could go, hey, the next person who calls a pass play, I'm kicking them in the dick But that's obviously not happening.
I'm giving you a stone cold stunner right here, right now. But guys, we got 230 watching. Help us out. We're trying to hit 100 likes. We're a little bit shy of that.
We just got word from Trev Alberts that if we get 100 likes, Satterfield will be fired before dark.
There you go, folks.
So if you could help the team out, help the program out.
It's in your hands.
Dope. Maybe you guys want to keep Satterfield. I don't know. Who am I to tell you your opinion?
You tell us with the like button. Is that manipulative enough to get you guys to hit it? We can manipulate harder.
And they are in excellent position now to run a play or two, get to a timeout.
We will manipulate and manipulate.
And manipulate.
Right back in the third, and we are locked at 10. Both teams need that one more win to get to bowl eligibility. Can be the tailback right next
Shotgun on the 10. They're probably just going to hand it off. Yeah, they got to hand it off. Here comes the pressure. Stop him in the backfield.
That's it. Ty Robinson with the tackle.
Huskers going to call a timeout, or Maryland going to call a timeout?
Paul, we were talking about this over the break.
The Huskers deserve to lose this game.
Well,
so
the offensive coaches and the offense deserve to lose.
29 seconds. 2-9.
The defensive staff and the defense deserves to be
taken directly to heaven.
Yeah.
And given 42 virgins.
Tagovailoa has persevered awfully well today. 27 out of 40, 284. Has led the team down here on this potentially game-winning drive. Jack House.
How dope would a block return like
I was just thinking the exact same thing, bro. Exactly the same thing.
From this range, and with the ball on the 11, would be 28 yards, 2 out of 3 this season. Offense still on the field. Hemby the tailback.
Here we go. Here comes another run so they can get the clock down a little bit further.
Yep.
Actually, all the way for their walk-off attempt.
There's Hemby inside the 10. Stood up at
they stop him.
And brought down by about
Kicker must like it on the left hash.
They'll give him progress to the 6. Clock ticking at 15, still rolling.
Man, I agree. Satterfield should be fired immediately.
Now down to 5 seconds. Tagovailoa. And Mike Loxley make that call for the timeout with 3 seconds left. What a drive this has been after the most recent interception by the
Here we go. Maryland tried over and over and over to give the Huskers this game. They did not want to win. They did not deserve to win. The Huskers just keep shooting themselves in the foot over and over again. I don't think the Huskers have any bullets left.
No, and this loss is completely on the coaching staff.
Offensive coaching staff, yeah.
Well, Rule's got to take some onus. You can't. You're the head guy. You hired him.
True.
You brought him in.
True.
And you let your guys do what you hired them for. I'm a firm believer in not being a micromanager. But at the same time, everything's your responsibility.
This season, he's 2 out of 3 between 20 and 29.
Here comes the kick to end the Huskers' misery. Kick is off. Kick is good. Game, Maryland. Huskers have given up 2 losses in back-to-back weeks. First of all, you guys don't got to go anywhere. We got the postgame coming right now. And then when Rule goes to the media, we're going to play that live. We'll have the video of it and everything. But the Huskers lose back-to-back games, Gary, in which those teams were on a combined 0-10 streak. I'm starting to think that the Huskers are not going to win another game this season, and I'm actually pretty convinced of it. Yeah, and fall short. However, And I'm in a terrible mood about this game. Don't get me wrong, but I still feel like this season was a success. 5 wins in a Matt Rule rebuild first season. I'll take it. I really will. But they got to fire Satterfield, man. I agree, Ezipo. What do you have for us, man? I'd love to hear your breakdown of this game.
I mean, the breakdown of the game we've been on all game. It's the same breakdown as the last, 3 losses, whatever, 2, whatever it's been. But the big thing with me right now is today was a big eye opener for me, or no, I shouldn't say eye opener, but I'm really starting to question Matt Rule's judgment. Like, we've talked about how he clearly whiffed incredibly hard on Sims and what we heard about him early in the season, and the hype and the excitement and the adamancy to get him in here, and Thompson and anybody else who might be interested in the program be damned. We got the guy who's a pro guy playing in college and blah 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 blah. Couldn't have been more wrong. I'm not a knee jerk person, and I know you give me a lot of shit for it. I don't do the big overreacting or game by game reacting. I like to see like the body of work type deal. But Satterfield throughout the season, being able to see the body of work from his quarterbacks and not adjusting for that, not going, okay, I'm going to take as much of the game out of their hands as I can, because when it's in their hands, they're going to lose it. They're going to go out of their way to shit these games away. But I'm going to still keep doing that. He's just as guilty, if more so than they are. And it's gone on long enough that it's not, Matt Rule's not a knee-jerk guy either, right? So he needs body of work from guys. That's why he rides with the guys in certain positions longer, except for Grant. That's why he tries to give his coordinators and coaching staff the freedom and leeway to adjust and make their mistakes and learn and go and do all their thing. This has gone on too long. He needs to rip the playbook out of Satterfield's hand and cut the cord to his headset 3 weeks ago. And for sure, after that first half, definitely by the middle of the third quarter and all the way to the end, he lets him just shit down his leg and cost us another game we should have won. This is going to be another season where you look back and you go, God, man, if we just had this, all these games are winnable. But so it's not the same as the Frost deal, but it's the same end result as the Frost deal with a little bit better record, and you feel better because the defense is playing so well. I mean, it's kind of making me wonder, did he get lucky with Tony White, and he's really not that great of a judgment in hires and recruits? And I mean, I don't want to blanket the whole thing, because obviously the dude's recruited some good guys and had other coaches and shit like that. But it's like, what if our defense didn't improve so much? Would we be able to be happy about a 5-win season? We wouldn't have a 5-win season. This offense is way worse than any offense Frost ever had, than any coordinator that we didn't like, or the styles that we did, or the dumb shit we got mad about, or the run the damn ball era when everybody was trying to throw and do the meshes and then all the spread Oregon style offense or whatever. Those offenses are way better than this one. So it's like how much of it has, I don't know, man. It's really just starting to get me like questioning shit. And it's not just because of this game. This game kind of drove that last nail in, if you know what I'm saying.
Definitely. I guess my question is, we've got a lot of people in the chat that are split on this, right? You got people saying they're done with Satterfield and Rule. Are you done with Satterfield and Rule? Just Satterfield? Neither of them? Because I'm not done with Rule.
No, I'm not either. But I'm saying this. It's at a point now where clearly you're done with Satterfield. Like, anybody who's not in, 2 quarters ago, you and I were in this category. Anybody who's not is just not paying attention or doesn't understand. You know what I mean? So it's like, the longer he's around and this doesn't happen, or he's allowed to have as much influence over the offense as he does, Now you're getting into where you're questioning more and more rule. But I'm not at that end point or whatever. But you can't let all this progress that's been made go to shit because of one coordinator. You already kind of did at the beginning of the season because of one player you were highly touting. Now you're doing it with the coordinator.
Don't tell me what's going to happen, like what you think is most likely to happen with this quarterback situation. Tell me what you would do if you were the decision maker. Which of these three quarterbacks are you starting next week?
I'm going with I'm answering this as if I'm in Rule's position.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with Purdy the rest of the season, and I don't care what he does, but I'm doing it under the guidelines and stipulations that the throwing situations are going to be an obvious throwing situations, and they're going to be as safe of throwing options as you can have. And we're just going to run boring ass, gritty, grindy style offense from here on out. We lose, right? But you can't, again, going back to Grant, you can't have this flag in the ground, dying on this hill that if you fumble my football, you're not stepping on my field. And then you keep going with these two quarterbacks because, well, in practice, they're more dynamic and they do this. I don't give a shit, dude. I don't care what they do in practice. I don't care if they look like Tom Brady in Peyton Manning in practice. There's more than enough game film of actual games where they're going to go out of their way to lose you games. So you go with the dude who hasn't done that yet. And Purdy could end up being an amazing passer. He could be just as bad at them as turnovers. I don't know. But my goal would be we're never going to find out because we're going to run the ball so much that people are going to flip and get pissed off at us because we can't run the ball because everyone knows we're doing it stacking up. Or eventually we're going to pound through, and that's how we're going to win games is by the end of the game. Defenses are so wore down or beat up that it starts working. I don't care. But the idea that we're going to fix the turnover problem in practice with these players, that's out the window. We're going to fix the turnover problem because we're not ever going to put the ball in the air. That's what I would say before the next practice. And then literally we'd work on maybe 4 different pass plays for about 10% of each practice throughout the week. Everything else is just every type of run style you can imagine.
When I think about Harburg going back out there, because I think that's what I think what's going to happen is Rule's going to put Harburg back out there. And when I think about that, I think he's worked himself out of his mojo. He's lost it all. Everything he had is gone. So you're going to put Harburg out there. He's going to go out there more than likely and throw a couple more interceptions and start hurting us right away. So I don't want to see Harburg. Jeff Sims, we actually called for him, and he did a decent job for Jeff Sims. And a decent job for Jeff Sims is a fumble and 2 picks. So I'm done with Jeff Sims. He might as well go ahead and turn in his jersey and helmet. Sorry. I know we're doing a great job of not calling out players by names right now. And then Purdy, I feel like a hypocrite acting like Purdy's any better because he threw that stupid-ass pick as well. But, I mean, he threw it right into double coverage. It was one of those, this is where I want to go with, so I'm just going to throw it there. This is how this is going to happen. This is how it has to be. Intercepted. But what other options do you have? Luke Longval? I mean, the further you go down the line, the less experience you get on the field. I think you're right, man. They just need to fire Satterfield right now. And they need to completely dumb down the offense into a rush-only offense, man. Or you're going to lose every game the rest of the season, man. There's no way you can go into next game.
They have to be in lockstep. The staff has to be in lockstep and then get the players on board that if we continue this offensive style, we're going to lose every game, period. So we're going to do this, and we might still lose every single game, but we're not going to lose them the same way we've lost them all year or for the same reasons we lost them all year. Like, whatever. You go into the off season and you know the positions you need, you know the shit you got to work on, you know the staff changes you need to make, you know all that stuff. You can't do anything about it now. You can't add a quarterback now. You can't add a competent offensive play caller now. But you can, if you're in the middle of a war and you've got a knife sticking out of your side, you can't stop when bullets are flying and have the proper surgery and everything done. But you can take the knife out and put something over to stop the bleeding. You can stop the shit that's actually killing you in the middle of the season and then worry about fixing it and doing shit later. I feel like they're not even considering that watching these games. And then you see what works. You see you're able to move the ball right down the field when you're running it, especially as the game stretches on. And then you get in the red zone. It's like, okay, here we go. Enough of that. Let's get the ball right back to him.
Satterfield needs the electric chair, bro. Like, I just can't believe him, bro. I can't believe that I didn't see it. Like, I feel like that happened really quickly. You and I had Satterfield's back for 75% of this game, and then the last quarter of the game, it was like, who is this guy who's clearly throwing the game? Well, they need to check his bank account.
Yeah, but I mean, to be fair, like, I haven't been a big Satterfield guy, but if you have a quarterback that can actually throw a little bit, doesn't turn the ball over, a lot of the calls he's making would work. My big frustration, irritation, and why I'm finally like with everybody else and done is like, he doesn't care. He's either too stupid to understand he doesn't have the personnel to do it, or he just doesn't care and he's like, nope, this is what I do. This is how I coach. This is what you guys are going to go out there and do. It's like, okay, sounds good, but they're not because they can't.
Right. It's a complete
I don't feel like he's
dude.
dialing up crazy pass plays where it's so complex for a quarterback to have to read safeties and read linebackers and then after the snap go through multiple progressions, and those progressions are a lot of different double moves or depend on crossing routes. Like, it's not a super complex deal. You just don't have guys that can execute it.
Matt Schmidt, we're definitely going to watch the post-game interview with Rule. I'm refreshing the browser over and over trying to find it, but they have not gone live yet.
I'm going to have to run here, dude. Like, real soon.
Post-game video would slap. Oh, press conference is live. Do you want to...
I'm trying to think.
Listen to it. I got it on here real quick. Let's just listen to it real quick.
The third down play.
I guess if we can't do a video, we can't do a video.
For us.
I mean, we can. I just don't know exactly if it's going to be.
Let's just listen to Rule and then close it out.
Their corner that was playing number one man made an amazing play. He's playing. The guy just came off and saw the ball and picked it off. I think we're on that play. We're trying to win the game. We're trying to think a corner route's can either be incomplete or kick a field goal. So I don't know that you can. I don't know that you can. Anything else on that? The play before that was the first down play was a handoff, and Chuba's taking third down reps. It's not a zone read; it's just a handoff. He pulled the ball because the guy came up the field, should have just handed it off. I haven't seen the tape. Maybe he saw something I didn't see. I think when he got outside the pocket, he realized he had no protection. He threw the ball away. But that was a running play, run call. It was not a pass play or an RPO.
On the third, and go back to that. Did everything go off correctly on that play, or the routes run?
Yeah, it's two unders by 1 and 2 and a corner out by 3, right? And you play man, it's man. They go corners over. They chase 1 and 2, and you throw the ball to the corner out to number 3. And I'll have to wait and see the tape. The kid must have just looked up and saw the ball thrown. So I don't know if we they ran the right routes. I don't know what happened, or he made a great play.
You discussed the decision there with Jeff after the 2 turnovers and taking him out and putting Chuba in, and just what kind of life you thought he gave you on that last drive?
Yeah, I thought, obviously Heinrich went out there. We had discussed, Heinrich's been a little bit beat up lately. Like, hey, maybe we'll give Jeff a series. Heinrich came out with the ankle. They cleared him to go back in, but he was trying to run out there. He looked pretty like he was laboring. So he went with Jeff. We had 2 turnovers, really 3, but, 2. But the fumble just, it's a quarterback counter. It's not there. We don't reverse field. It just, at some point, we have to just kind of execute the plays that are there. And so we don't need guys trying to make a play when it's not there. 2nd and 7, get the 3rd and 5, go for on 3rd and 5. So, just kind of said, hey, let's give Chuba a shot, And so Chuba, I thought, moved us down the field. And we were in position to, go win the game. Anytime you put the 3rd guy in who hasn't gotten as many reps, right, things can happen. The same play that he pulled the ball on, and it looked like a bad snap back in the end zone was the one he ran the ball out on. So those are just handoffs. Those aren't zone reads. But I thought maybe it was a bad snap because what I'm looking for, you can't tell. That's why he went and ran the ball. But, again, wanted to run the clock there, get the ball down tight, have a safe 3rd down call, and then kick a field goal and let the defense go win it. And but even with the fumble, as I told the team in there, there's always going to be different, obviously, narratives, which I understand. And obviously it's not good enough when you have that many turnovers yet again. I mean, it's just the same thing over and over and over again. It has to stop at some point. But I do expect our defense to go out there and get that stop. And, they got obviously the pass interference. And then we're able to make a couple plays, go down and kick the field goal. So I think, all of us, in times like this have to say, what could we do better? What can I do better? And kind of go from there.
I know you've said it's something that has to keep getting worked on and addressed. Is it something that you're not seeing or it's getting better in practice, but then it's like during it's as we head in game day, or is it something that's still
Yeah, I mean, the first one, as you could probably tell, is pretty animated. We ran a double move, and I felt like we ran a slant and go, and I thought it should have been pass interference. I thought he got grabbed, and I was pretty animated. So, the quarterback sees the guy come running out of it. The second one, that's a quarters beater. It was man. That ball has, that play has to be checked. It wasn't checked, and then Jalen ran right by the safety. So, I think anytime you get to your 2nd and 3rd quarterback, obviously they're not getting the same reps, and so the fumble obviously is a problem. You can't have that happen. So. I think anytime what's happening across multiple players, you have to, as a coaching staff, you have to sit there and say, well, we're obviously not getting it done. And, last thing I want to do is get up here and blame players. There's certain things that have to happen, which is okay to say that, but, it falls on my head to get it done. And you saw the impact of us taking the ball away a few times. And, it's just it's really, as I said to the guys, it's just a shame. It overshadows all the other good things that they're doing. When you have 4 turnovers and you lose 13-10, I mean, that's pretty hard to do. And so it means that we're, being physical and running the football and doing some other decent things. But, the passing game really is just not where it needs to be for us.
How complicated is that quarterback discussion now moving forward? I mean, you have 3 guys that have now played a lot for you. How do you kind of decide how you want to manage this thing going forward?
I think you just take it day by day. You get in there tomorrow and you see sort of where's Heinrich at, physically. Heinrich's gift is that he's a dual threat player, and so if he doesn't have the ability to run,
no, he's not,
cut and do all those things, then that limits kind of what he can do. Chuba is getting back to being healthy, and so it was good to see him. Good to see him have an opportunity to go play. So I think we just kind of get out there. We have to get out back tomorrow and just take it day by day. And I hope that when we get to Tuesday, what we don't want to do is be waffling back and forth. We want to have somebody get the main reps, have someone else get the second best reps, kind of go from there. But I would be lying to you if I told you I knew who that was going to be right now.
So Heinrich, you say it was ankle today?
Yeah, he came off. They took him in the tent, said it was ankle, so they cleared him. You could see him; he's kind of sprinting back and forth, but certainly, not at the level that he normally would play at.
You talked about wanting guys to play loose, play free, and let them rip. Were you happy with the way that the defense played today and their attitude?
Yeah, I mean, I thought when it came to defensively, it's just, but it's the same thing, right? It's the same game. They're all the same games for us, right? Like it was, pretty dominant on defense for long stretches, and then explosive pass, right? Dominant on defense and explosive pass, right? So, if we continue to minimize those things, we can be even better on defense. Took the ball away today, which was great. Yeah, I don't know if we sacked the quarterback or not, maybe once or twice. So, I thought the defense came to play. I thought our special teams, we ran the fake punt early in the game on the first drive. We put Quentin Ives out there as a true freshman kick returner, Ethan Nation as a true freshman punt returner. We were ready. We were going to play to win. And then offensively, I thought there were long times of just dominant, kind of downhill run game, right? We just if you don't convert third downs or create explosives, it's hard to maintain that. As I'm sitting out there, not that I would ever want someone hurt, but some of their guys were kind of beat up, and but you have to put the ball in the end zone when you have those opportunities, and just weren't able to do that.
The interface with his health, you mentioned he's getting back. Where if you had to go to him in a situation that wasn't just a drive like that, you needed him for a full game that you could use him.
Yeah, I mean, I think he'd answer that better than me. I know, the other day they did the groin testing. They do it every week, and his strength was back to where it originally was. That being said, he definitely does have something that might require something at the end of the year. But when his number was called, he went out there and he played, and we're backed up on our own 4-yard line, right? He took us all the way down to the opposite 4 with a chance to score. I mean, you talk about moments that can ignite an offense and ignite a team. Like even in the first half, right? We take the ball all the way down the field, go for it on 4th and 2. We get it. We get down to the 27-yard line. That was a tough call for me because Ed had said the 25-yard line because of the wind today. And, we thought, hey, let's go for it on 4th and 2 with the wind and didn't get it. Then he brings us all the way back down again, and then we throw the interception in the end zone. To think that we had 2 interceptions in the end zone today is difficult, right? So, and then that drive at the end. I mean, again, those are drives that can ignite a season and turn a season around, and we just didn't finish them. But I'm happy to see that Chuba got a chance to play, and we'll just if he's the guy, we'll coach him up as best we can.
What's the message to your team with 2 games and 2 more chances to clinch bowl eligibility?
Yeah, I think right now, when you win and you lose, it's really important to talk about the moment that you're in. I think for me, it's important to remind them, how much I respect them and care about them, and how I know some guys are really hurting, and some guys I'm sure feel like, man, I let the guys down, or if I hadn't done this. But it's the man in the arena, the guy that has the guts to go out there, that puts himself out there. So I just encourage them to make sure they understand that at the University of Nebraska, I expect us to finish the game on offense, but also expect us to finish the game on defense. And this shouldn't be anything but a team. And, that when I think about that game, I think about what I could have done differently, not, oh, you should have done this. So I encourage the team to do that. I encourage the team to come back next week, ready to go. This is, as I said, the things that we talk about, not beating ourselves, not having penalties, winning the turnover battle, running the ball and stopping the run, affecting the quarterback, 4th quarter shutouts, middle 8, all the things that we talk about are really what winning and losing is about. And so our guys are learning that lesson, sometimes really good, sometimes really bad, in terms of in tough circumstances, not tough circumstances. But if they can learn everything there is to know about winning and losing in these times, they'll be really good in the end. So just reminded them that, we'll go play Wisconsin. It's another Big Ten team. It'll probably be the same type of game. Probably get down to the end. Probably need to make one more play than than the other team did tonight. Maryland did, to give them credit. But I really do believe that that's the message, and I believe that our seniors, they're winners, and I know how badly they want to win, and how badly they want to finish with a win and get to a bowl game and all those different things. And sometimes you have to overcome these circumstances and show back up, when you're kind of crushed, to get there. And I expect our guys will do that versus a really tough Wisconsin team next week. And so, but that was the message. There wasn't a lot of yelling and screaming. I know the guys played hard. They laid their heart and soul on the line. Got guys banged up, other guys step in. I just want them to learn from it and continue to get better.
Quentin's status?
Yeah, Quentin. Unfortunately, we tried to take the pads off a little bit this week and help the guys out. So we took the pads off on Tuesday. Wanted to be fresh for today. Put the pads off on Wednesday, just the tops, and was tackling somebody, butting a guy up and hit his shoulder. And so we thought he'd be cleared for the game today. Wasn't quite ready. He certainly wanted to play, so we expect he'll be ready next week. But just kind of an unfortunate event on Wednesday.
Chuba, was that the same thing that he'd been dealing with earlier in the season, or was it something new?
Yeah, no, Chuba's just been kind of dealing with that groin since he hurt it in preseason. Anyway, thanks, guys.
Well, there you have it. Interesting that Chuba's still been dealing with that groin, so that could have to do with why they didn't turn to him sooner, or didn't seem like they wanted to turn to him. You got anything else on that, Gary? Good talk. Folks, Gary's a hunting man, all right? And we need to let him get after these deer, because these deer ain't going to shoot themselves. Know what I'm saying? The Huskers, they will shoot themselves in the foot. Nothing really to say. We suck. Fire Satterfield. Hopefully Gary and I will have a video coming out really, really soon here. If he's still alive. If he hasn't been... Damn it, what was that? What was Bush's vice president's name? He doesn't get shot with a shotgun by a person he's hunting with. Anywho, thank you guys for hanging out with us. Sorry that was such a disgusting loss. We'll see you guys soon for a post-game video. Till next time, go Big Red.